How's it going, guys? It's Wes with Aurawest Tarot, and today we're going to be doing person most on your mind currently. For this reading, I'll be using the Gilded Tarot Royale. It's not the standard version, but I won't be using the standard Gilded for the clarifications. I'm using a different deck donated by my wonderful girlfriend, who's letting me use these for a reading. So there is some incense lit, so that's where the smoke's coming from. I do have some candles that are going. For the Zodiac signs, just when I thought I had everything. Oh, that looks like it's a little kink there. Yeah. I do have a new backdrop right now, so hopefully you guys can see that. I think it looks pretty good. But I'm trying to do one every single month, kind of change the theme up a little bit, so I hope you like that. Lastly, where is the Zodiac deck? Fudge.
I got it.
I don't know where it went.
It's right here.
You got it? Oh, thanks. Okay, so I've got the Zodiac deck here. Lovely assistant. So I'll be picking the signs at random. So it's just going to be, obviously, whoever comes out first. And it did not put the start timer on. That's okay. I'll just add like 2 minutes. If you see me appearing off to the left every once in a while, it's not because there's anything exceptionally interesting over there. I always say this in every video. If you'd like to manifest a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, or something like that, maybe one day it will be something there. But for now, it's just going to be a piece of paper, and I'm going to be writing timestamps down. The timestamps will obviously be down in the comment section, which is why I'm writing it down, make your life a little easier to navigate these videos. So let's get right into it, guys. First sign up is going to be Scorpio. I don't know how... Scorpio somehow always seems to go first. I think twice now is one was gone first. Sagittarius second. Aquarius third. Interesting. Aquarius only goes bum last. Most readings what Aries did for a while, but alright, so let's get right into it. So the format for this video, also, just so you know, I'll be looking at the person that's most on your mind, I guess the person that's most significant to you, that you're thinking about. And we'll look at their feelings towards you, your feelings towards them, how they see you, how you see them, their intentions towards you, and finally an outcome. And if the reading is kind of not going in the right direction, I'll probably get some advice for that reading as well. So let's go. So Scorpio, you're up. 18. What do we have for the Zodiac sign of Scorpio? Can I get 2 cards, please? For the person that's most on Scorpio's mind, the feelings towards Scorpio. Now, I have shuffled these decks. I've reversed the cards that need to be reversed for both decks I'll be using. There's a process that I do to do that. But rest assured, the decks have been shuffled. 2 cards for how the person that's most on Scorpio's mind sees Scorpio at this time. How does Scorpio see the person, or how does Scorpio feel? Off to a shitty start. How does Scorpio feel towards the person most in Scorpio's mind? How does the person that's most on Scorpio's mind see Scorpio at this time? How does Scorpio see the person that's most on Scorpio's mind? What is the person that's most on Scorpio's mind? What is their intentions towards Scorpio? Can I get 2 cards, please? Can I get an outcome between Scorpio and the person that's most on Scorpio's mind? One card. Can I get clarification on 2 of Pentacles in reverse for how the person that's most on Scorpio's mind feels towards Scorpio? Why is that there? Clarify Page of Wands upright for how Scorpio's person sees Scorpio. Clarify Five of Cups upright for how Scorpio's person feels towards Scorpio. Scorpio, so your person right now, essentially, they are concerned about, actually not concerned, they've actually been pretty much. I don't want to say as far as going depressed, but I mean they've been pretty upset over something that's happened here between you two. So we have the Five of Cups here with the Three of Pentacles, and that's going to talk about this person's been upset that there's probably a lack of teamwork going on between the relationship. Well, not a relationship in this case. I'm kind of used to the past reading I just did, which was for people in relationships. So essentially, this person doesn't feel like there's a lot of cooperation, should I say, between you two. You guys, for some reason, this person seems to think that things are a bit lopsided. I also know that because the Justice card is here, clarifying to the Two of Pentacles in reverse, which is going to talk about that there could be too many things flying between you two in conversation, which doesn't seem to register as fair in their eyes. This can also talk about sometimes karma coming through for some people, or just kind of feeling as a person, maybe they got their karma, which is why they're kind of on the cold there a little bit. But Five of Cups does talk about a significant disappointment. Something just didn't go the way. It's been completely just at a loss almost. You know, it's on the verge of being almost depressed. And, you know, having that hardship of having to try and move on. You can see this guy's literally on his knees crying. Okay, and it does seem to be over this Three of Pentacles. So there's some issue probably about maybe this relationship even getting off the ground. You know, well, I keep saying relationship, but this connection you guys share with each other. You know, maybe things are just not going in the right direction. You, on the other hand, will see Strength in reverse, followed by Six of Pentacles in reverse, indicating that you don't really see, either you don't feel like you have much that you can give to this this situation, or you're just lacking hope in general that things can really go anywhere between you two. Now, as far as how this person sees you, is the Page of Wands upright, clarifying to that a Seven of Cups. So this person's coming out of a state of confusion where perhaps they were unsure about which way to go about things, but it seems now that they have decided that they do have some idea on where they want things to go. You, on the other hand, just don't feel like there's any kind of success whatsoever in this relationship, kind of coming back to what I just said in your feelings. See them as Nine of Cups in reverse. You don't see the situation really going anywhere. I think it's just basically wishful gone wrong, essentially. There's nothing to really celebrate in this relationship. And I'm saying relationship here, but just keep in mind that, it's a connection between two people. It doesn't mean to say that you're dating, all right? Now, in their intentions is Emperor in reverse, followed by Knight of Pentacles upright, which is really confusing, because this is going to almost suggest that this person essentially is coming back to the Seven of Cups energy. They seem like they don't really know which way to take things. Now, the Emperor in reverse is generally going to talk just about that. Somebody that really doesn't know how to manage things very well. Can also talk about power struggles, wanting to basically be the one that's going to be controlling where things go. And given that the Knight of Pentacles is here, I have to assume that. Which is probably why you're kind of shut off from this. Somebody that doesn't really manage the plans very well, doesn't really seem to know how to make things work, is probably why you feel like you don't really have much faith in this situation going anywhere. Or success, for that matter. Now, for your outcome is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is going to be essentially a situation that's just not going to take off. So, if you guys have been trying to go to the bar, have some drinks with each other, maybe you guys have been coming back and forth. This could be one of those situations of just going in and out, where you guys are kind of like not technically dating, but you're, in some ways, it almost looks like you are type thing. But at the same time, it seems like there's probably issues here as far as somebody trying to control where things go and getting bummed out that they're not getting their way, essentially. And, it could also be on their side of things. You may be dealing with somebody that just has too many things going on in their life right now. Maybe it's hard times for them. The finances may not be where they need to be. Perhaps this person is relocating. Who knows? It could be a lot of different things. Just use your imagination. But the Justice card is there, and you almost have to wonder yourself, is this person also involved in some type of legal stuff that's going on? Whatever the case is, for some reason you don't seem to be at all optimistic about the situation, which is likely why this opportunity is really not going to go anywhere. So let's get one card of advice for Scorpio and the person that's most of Scorpio's mad. Get one card of advice, please. Six of Swords in reverse. I wouldn't stay stuck on this situation. This does talk about sometimes being careful through turbulent times, which, as I said, I pretty much just said that earlier, that this could be a situation of a rocky situation that's kind of, maybe you're stuck with this person. Maybe you're trying to just be with them just because of the fact that, hey, it's stable. In some ways, maybe it's stable. Or maybe they're pestering you for stability. Who knows? But whatever the case is, it does talk about, inability through. It's like the storm essentially is banging on your doorstep, and you have two options. You can either stay put and weather through it. Maybe something will come from it, or maybe you'll just be drenched and there'll be, damage everywhere from the lightning hitting the trees and God knows what else, and the wind blowing. The alternative option is that you can wither through it and move on, because there's obviously not going to be a storm somewhere else, right? So there might be better weather somewhere else. Whether you want to do that or not, it's really up to you. But it's suggesting in this case that sticking with the situation is really not going to yield much more than a failed start. So do what you want, Scorpio, but that's what the card's showing. Probably the advice would be to I hate to say it, but I mean, it seems like, you don't really have much, you're not fond of this person. I'm just going to be honest with you. It doesn't seem like you have much faith on this going anywhere. So one has to ask the question, well, if you kind of see this person like this, why even bother with it? Why? You're just kind of wasting their time, if anything. And given that the Emperor's reversed in there, maybe it's because this person is just a bit of an asshole. Maybe they don't really want to hear that, so you just don't want to, have to deal with their runaround. But that's what I got for you, Scorpio. So we're going to move on here. Hopefully you got something out of that. But yeah, the person, I mean, it kind of seems like they, the butt hurt a little bit about whatever this teamwork situation is. But I mean, at the same time, it kind of seems like they're wanting to run the show a little bit, and not, when they don't get their way, then they want to basically complain to you about it. So, I mean, I will say, Scorpio, if you want something on the positive side, if you are involved with this person and this is kind of resonating, stuff like that, I mean, the best I can tell you is that they are wanting to grow things with you a little bit, with the Page of Wands there and the Knight of Pentacles. This person is seeking to try and move things forwards with you, but it's just your energy across the board just suggests otherwise, that you don't really want to deal with this person for one reason or another. I don't know, what happened in the past for the energy to be like that, but you just, like I said, it's just not any growth, and the outcome is directly pretty much suggesting what I've just told you, is that it's not going to go anywhere. So, but hey, if you're a Scorpio and you've got something good going, this ain't for you. Alright, who's that next? Okay. Sagittarius, you're going to be going next. Saggy. What the fuck is it? Can you turn that on? What is this so hot? Oh man. We had one card it jumped out, so I'm gonna take it. How did you treat me? You just said you were hot like 10 minutes ago. Whatever.
And Prego.
I get one more card, please, for how the person that's most on Sagittarius' mind feels towards Sagittarius, please. And where is timestamps? One more card, please, on how the person that's most on Sagittarius' mind feels towards Sagittarius. Hold my breath here, Sagittarius. How does the person that's most on Sagittarius mind, how does Sagittarius feel towards that person? Jeez, just like one reading with that, committed, non-sales one, it kind of threw me off a little bit, 'cause I'm so used to it. I'm like, now I'm thinking about that. 2 cards, please, and how Sagittarius feels towards the person. There's that Emperor in reverse again. Jeez. Oh, and the Ace of Pentacles. Whatever. How does the person that's most in Sagittarius' mind? How do they see Sagittarius at this time? How does Sagittarius see the person that's most in Sagittarius' mind? Split the deck here for good measure. Lovely. What is the intentions? The person that's most in Sagittarius' mind towards Sagittarius. Can you get 2 cards, please? There's a likely outcome between Sagittarius and this awesome person. There's a likely outcome. Can I get one card, please? Well, Sagittarius, it does seem that you retain your title for the most, I don't know, every fucking read is just crazy. There's always something going on with Sagittarius. I mean, leave it to Sagittarius. Let me clarify too, actually, before I tell you what's going on here. Oof. Got every depressing player in this lineup. Can I clarify the 7 of Swords in reverse for how Sagittarius person feels towards Sagittarius? Oh, Sagittarius, who are you dealing with? Yes. Alright, can I clarify Ace of Pentacles reversed for how Sagittarius feels towards their person? Why is that there? Clarify the Emperor in reverse for how Sagittarius feels towards this person. Why is that there? Oh, okay. Well, you know, I'm not going to clarify. I kind of know where that's going. So, Sagittarius. Let me try and explain this, whatever it is, okay? Because it's already turning into a crazy one. Alright, so your person essentially is trying to basically evade the reality of getting probably caught that they're living it up a little bit. Well, not living it up, but they're worried that basically things are going to fall through. The good times are no longer going to be there, but it seems like this one's a little confusing to explain this one. So, with the 7 of Swords being reversed there, we know one thing here. This person is worried that there's something that's going to probably be exposed. Okay? This person can also just be aware of the idea that they really probably were caught doing something they shouldn't be doing. But when it's clarified, it's the 3 of Cups in reverse. So that does sometimes it can talk about third-party situations, being involved in that, and absolutely with the 7 of Swords in reverse there. So one has to wonder, did you catch this person out that they're in a third-party situation? That's a high possibility. Now, the 3 of Cups in reverse does also talk about sometimes just things not going in the right direction as far as, it's canceled celebrations, not good times, things falling through, there's better days to be had. But, in correlation to the rest of this reading, it's strongly suggesting a third-party situation. Now, next to it is the 6 of Cups. So, this is really confusing here because of the fact that this is talking about somebody that would really like to, at least in their feelings, is suggesting they have better, close-knit relationships. Things are going well. Most times, this is talking in some ways almost like a bit of success. It can talk about reminiscing about the past. Let me clarify 6 of Cups upright. Why is that in the first sense? Most in Sagittarius' mind, their feelings towards Sagittarius. Can I get one card, please? God, there's a lot. 6 of Wands in reverse. Clarify 6 of Wands in reverse. Why is Scorpio's person feeling the 6 of Wands? This person is a fucking failure. I mean, Sagittarius. So, Six of Wands in reverse is going to talk about this is pretty much a sore loser, essentially. They failed at whatever it was they were competing. You know, in a sense, this is a card of competition a lot of times. It's being the victor when it's upright. This person's not. It's reversed. But more so what's concerning here is that this person is essentially can talk about somebody that's a bit of a dick. Because most of the times they can be a little bit bossy in, you know, which way they want. You know, if you're a sore loser, well, you're probably not going to be attaboy. Most times it's going to be giving the middle finger to that person. This person, when I clarified further into it, it's saying Ace of Pentacles reverse, which would absolutely correlate in your feelings as Ace of Pentacles reversed. So we have Ace of Pentacles reversed here, and we have Ace of Pentacles reversed here. So you're aware of it, that this is basically a big, enormous time waster, essentially. You feel that this person is probably wanting their way and in control, and it's a power struggle in a relationship, which would absolutely coincide with the Six of Wands in reverse, indicating that this person seems to have a power complex to them, that they want to, you know, when they don't get their way, it's, yeah, they're going to be pissed off all day, and it's going to be stamping their feet until something happens. But it clarifies all the way back up to the Six of Cups, which is, like, you know, coming back to what I said earlier, could suggest that this person doesn't want to seem to wake up to the reality that things are not going in the right way. They would rather just kind of reminisce when things were better. Because, hey, if I'm stuck in the past thinking about that, then I don't have to worry about the current. What the fucking do? So, as far as your feelings towards them, we have the Emperor in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse. So you're no longer, you've already made a decision of this. Either, you know, they've declared something to you, which is something you're aware of, that maybe that this is how it is and that this is the way they want things to go, and they're not being very cooperative with you, or you just kind of feel that you've decided that this relationship in some ways is just, just that. An enormous fucking power struggle. Who wants to deal with that? Not me. Next to it is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by Five of Pentacles in reverse. And you just kind of see this as an opportunity that you probably brought this person out of the cold, try and work on things. But once again, just going right back to it. It's a big fucking failure. It didn't go anywhere. It was a failed opportunity. And, you know, the Emperor in reverse just talks just about that. Somebody that could basically took that, you know, it's that person, Butterfingers, that just takes that pentacle, and the next minute, you know, it's on the ground shattered. And they're like, we didn't even get the first brick in. Fuck me. Now, as far as how they see you, well, you're in a boat leaving, so clearly you're out of there. As far as how you see them is the Empress in reverse. Somebody that, once again, probably just doesn't have faith or confidence in themselves. Doesn't really trust their feminine side. It's probably a little domineering, coinciding with the Emperor energy in reverse. This person probably doesn't manage and trust their feminine side very much. And if anything, embraces their masculine side, which is not all of us have the masculine and feminine within us, but when one is out of whack, it goes into chaos. It's not supposed to be like that. And this person definitely doesn't seem to want to embrace their feminine side, indicating that they probably don't really have much love, and more than likely come across as kind of cold a little bit, which is going to come back to right what I was saying earlier. Now, what's interesting is that we had the Three of Cups. Just remember that when I talked about the kicker, this is the kicker here. The Seven of Swords with the Three of Cups in reverse. But wait for it. The Three of Cups upright now for their intentions towards you. So this person pretty much is aware that, hey, shit fucked up, it's just not going anywhere, and it's enormous disaster and failure, and Sagittarius really doesn't give two shits about me. But that ain't gonna stop them from trying to come and woo you and want to get back with you. Hey, how's it going? You want to come have a drink? Oh, I've got this really good kickback going on. Maybe you should join in. Why would they want to do that? Because they're bored and disappointed. This person is just, they're not happy with the situation. But if anything, maybe they just feel that Sagittarius is my Monday morning entertainment. Who knows? I don't know. There's a lot of weird people out there that kind of have different priorities. And, you know, what they say, different strokes for different folks. I say it all the time. So this person essentially just wants to come and they want to have a good time. If that's what you want, and you know just want to have maybe a quickie or something, then this is your person right here. But apart from that, you really just kind of see overall this person is just it's a big flop. It's not going anywhere at all. There's so much failure in this reading. I mean, I can't count it. So, what do we have for your outcome? Justice in reverse. It's not going to be a balanced situation. And we have 2 cards here talking about just that. Somebody that wants their way all the time, every day, 7 days a week. It's not going to be a fair situation. This is going to be a one-sided shithole situation where it's just one person barking orders the whole time, and then one day it's like, oh, we went out to Red Lobster and they had the best time ever, and the next day it's, I'm on the streets. I don't know what happened. You know, this person, they probably have tantrums and flip around. I mean, 6 of Wands in reverse. Let's talk about somebody that has sometimes aggression problems too. So this person, hey, when it's 3 of Cups and we're all having a good time and everything, hey, yeah, I'll shake your hand and I'll give you a hug, but God help you when it's reversed. Doesn't really sound like the person you would want to be with. Which is probably why you're in your boat and pumping up those engines and getting the hell out of Dodge, Yeah, so Sagittarius, I'm going to give this one a thumbs down. If you're dealing with someone like this, Sagittarius, then, I mean, this is like a losing battle. I really wouldn't invest too much time and energy into the situation. It's up to you. For some of you out there, this is not going to obviously be your situation, which is understandable. I mean, this is particularly for some Sagittarius dealing with someone that seems to have a power complex to them. It's written all over this, and it's just failure, disappointment. This person just seems to be like perpetual downer. And then it's like, this is their solution. Hey, let's just go get fucked up. That's just, yeah. No. Bye, Sagittarius. We're not doing this. This one's, they're crazy. We're going to deal with them. Here, actually get one card of advice, please, for Sagittarius, please. Who's dealing with this downer person that's no good, clearly. And this person, I have no doubt, is going to be basically the one that's going to be texting you all the time and calling you up, her blowing up your phone and stuff like that. This person seems to have issues. For sure. For sure. I don't know who this is going to resonate with, but hey. 2 of Pentacles reversed. What the hell? Didn't I have 2 of Pentacles reversed here too? Oh, I had 2 of Swords reversed. Alright, so this is really going to talk about, essentially, don't expect the situation to be easy. Okay, at the same time, this is, with 2 of Pentacles reversed is going to talk about essentially trying to juggle some situation, but not doing a very good job of it when it's reversed. So it's going to be telling you to do the opposite for your advice, which suggests that if you want things to go forward in the situation, then it's probably advising you to first get your ducks in a row and realize whether or not the situation is something that you can't even manage. Because based on what I'm seeing here, it's not a manageable situation. If that's the case, then expect it to be a losing battle, because it's not going to go anywhere. So one would have to say, if I do move forwards with this person, what is my expectation? Is it, should you expect this person to change? Based on the cards I'm seeing here, I wouldn't expect this person to change at all. On the flip side, it's up to you if you want to deal with someone like this, but once again, yeah, I wouldn't deal with this, to be honest, Sagittarius. But anyways, I'm rambling. That's what I got for you. Oh, I love the sound effects in this video. Anything else?
I'm trying to have a good night's sleep.
Sleep, the keyword.
Okay, crazy.
Alright. A little rusty tonight. A little rusty. I don't know why. I feel like I haven't done this damn reading so long. I'm like, come on, it wasn't that long ago. I did, right? I think so. Why do I feel rusty? Aquarius. I'm a sun Aquarius. We're going to go into... Oh, that's Scorpio. Scorpio's done. Sagittarius is done. Aquarius. Aquarius, you're next. or aquas. Some more instance. I picked, went up to, what is it? Black Rock Mineral Store?
Black Market Minerals.
Black Market Minerals. We went up there and I got some incense that had 10 for dollars, so I picked it. Seems to be going pretty good. I kind of like the selection they had there. They smell pretty good. They burn a lot slower too, which is nice. I can't even show it. It's not my night tonight. It's really not. Silence for the peanut gallery. Aquarius. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? Can I get the 2 cards for the person that's most in Aquarius' mind? How do they feel towards Aquarius? For their sake, they better hope it's good. Two cards for how the person that's most on Aquarius' mind feels towards Aquarius. How does Aquarius feel towards the person that's most on Aquarius' mind? 2 cards, please. How does the person that's most on Aquarius' mind see Aquarius this time? How does Aquarius see the person that's most on Aquarius' mind? One more shuffle. What is the person that's most on Aquarius' mind? What is their intentions towards Aquarius? What is the likely outcome between Aquarius and the person that's most on Aquarius' mind? Yes. Yes. Let's see this one here. Clarify 8 of Cups. Upright for how the person that's most on Aquarius' mind feels. Clarify 8 of Cups upright for how the person that's most on Aquarius' mind feels towards Aquarius at this time. What the fuck? Faded event. Clarify 3 of Swords reversed for their intentions towards Christ. Clarify 3 of Cups upright. Doors over there. Shut up. Oh, God. Aquarius, so the person you're dealing with is essentially 8 of Cups upright. They're walking away from a situation that, the most literal term of that is just wasn't fulfilling for them. Now, it does have the Moon card showing up when the Eight of Cups is upright. You can see the moon is in the back there, which does talk about that there's a lot of unknowns trying to move forward in this card. When I clarified in my head, I was thinking, what is this person essentially moving on from? King of Wands, upright. So this would talk about that there was some type of situation or something like that from a person that they were no longer interested in. King of Wands. Somebody that was probably just more of a party animal. Not a very committal person. This person generally would probably just, they're most times attractive looking. Somebody that is easily desirable, gets themselves into short-lived situations. But it does show that there's some type of situation they're walking away from and their feelings. Now, as far as next to the Eight of Cups, we have the Three of Cups upright, suggesting that this could be a third-party situation, but it could also talk about essentially just wanting to have a good time. When I clarify to that, it's talking about an opportunity that didn't take off, which would coincide, which is what was, with the Eight of Cups energy, walking away from something that's just no longer an emotionally fulfilling situation. Failed opportunity, something didn't go well. Now, your feelings towards them, what's interesting is that you do want to work on things and see what did and didn't work, and also offer new energy into this relationship, potential for a relationship, because it's a singles reading. So, if you're close to this person, it does look like this person, as far as you, on your side, Aquarius, you are wanting to work with this person and kind of review what has and hasn't worked and trying to grow from it. Now, as far as how this person sees you, they don't really see you as any good. See you as devil energy. They think you're very much just lost in your own world, attached to things, struggling. It's bondage, essentially. This person thinks you're absolutely no good with the devil energy. As far as how you see them, you pretty much see them emotionally shut off. You don't really offer much as far as what they're giving the situation. The Empress in reverse does talk about somebody that is cold. They don't really show much affection, not interested in, it's more about themselves. With the Empress. When it's upright, it's talking about someone that is very nurturing, loving, caring. She's the life of the party. Can talk about pregnancy as well. That's reverse chair, which can talk about also things going wrong with that. Now, in their intentions towards you is where it gets really concerning, because of the fact that it does talk about this is recovering from a major loss with the Five of Swords in reverse. So it is getting over it, which I have to ask myself with the King of Wands and the Eight of Cups there, which corroborate, kind of coincide with that there was some other situation going on. Didn't go in their favor. And the Three of Swords in reverse also talks about that exact thing. That was a breakup, or essentially. But it also does talk about a third-party situation, which what we have here, King of Swords. So we have two energies here going here. Which I have to assume that this King of Wands are one of the same energy on how they're presenting. Because they both would really embody some of the same qualities. What is the outcome to it is 10 of Cups in reverse. It's going to be a connection that is emotionally unfulfilling. Being honest here, Aquarius, there pretty much isn't anything here. This person basically is detached from you 100%. They don't really see pretty much as far as they're concerned. This isn't, whatever they're walking away, this is what, this is right here. That's what was on their focus. So while you're doing this, they're doing this. They're not even in this situation. What's furthermore interesting is that they just this is kind of how they look at the situation. It's just there for a free ride. It's just for fun. They don't. Why do I know that? Because the Ace of Pentacles reverse. So either this is this situation that they were dealing with before that was just a complete total failure, or they just kind of see this situation as a waste of time. And you want to say, well, how do you really know that? Because they're literally seeing you as someone that is a waste of time. They're just stuck. You're stuck in addictions, problems. They just kind of think it's just a joke, really. I don't know who you're dealing here with, Aquarius, but the Wheel of Fortune does show up. What's interesting is that card somehow was the only one upright here, and I don't really know why it was. It does talk about fated events, things that are meant to be like this. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune upright. Why is that there? Can I clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please? Upright. What in the living fuck? God. 3 of Cups reversed. When we have 3 of Cups up right here. Why is that? I mean, why is that a fated event? Give me one moment here, Aquarius. Clarify 9 of Cups upright. Why is that there? 8 of Cups. And we have 8 of Cups in our feeling. What happens after the Wheel of Fortune? What happens after the fated event? One card, please. What happens after this person, this event occurs? What happens? What do they learn? What comes to realization? Give me a minute here, Aquarius. Sorry. These Aquarius readings, you know the drill. To what? I want to know what. That's not enough information. Shh. This just gets deeper and deeper. This is like, what the hell? What in the living fuck? So we have 5 swords reversed here, and we have 5 swords here. Ooh.
One of the lovers is reversals, and the other one has uprights.
This also talks about third party. What is this motherfucker? So, this is so... Clarify. Oh no, we don't need any more clarification. This is really talking about essentially Aquarius, that this fated event, essentially what it's supposed to do is that it is somehow supposed to bring them out of the 7 of Cups energy when it's upright. It's reversed here, indicating that they come into a realization that they can no longer... Because 5 of Swords does talk about betrayal. Does talk about that. And it's talking about that there's consequences, essentially, for that. Which is kind of crazy, because, so it's a fated event, and, but it's also talking about, like, walking away from a lot of failures. I mean, at the same time, what precedes the Wheel of Fortune is a lot of failure. But it's in conjunction with that is 9 of Cups upright. So if this person's trying to get to a destination, essentially, but they're trying to walk away from a situation that's no longer going. It's not fulfilling to them. It's not going in their. It's disappointing. It's stagnant. It's not going anywhere. Ideas didn't go. There was ideas put forth that didn't work. But what's interesting is it goes straight into the 9 of Cups, indicating that this person, that's probably where they're wanting to go. But then 3 of Cups is preceding it after, indicating that things failed again. Perhaps there was a brief period, or they were trying to get there. I don't know. But there's enough energy in the board here, given that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that can talk about third-party situation. So, yeah. Let's be... A little worried about that. Alright, so whatever the case is, Aquarius, in the outcome is 10 of Cups in reverse, which pretty much is your answer, that it's going to be a situation where there is no real love in the situation. What is the advice for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? I get one card, please. What advice can we get for the zodiac sign of Aquarius, please? One card. For those Aquarius dealing with the situation, the Sun. So I was talking about you need to, one, have faith and believe in yourself first. Trust yourself, be able to live your life how you want to live your life, and examine yourself essentially if it fits with the situation. Does it or does it not? The Sun really does talk about feeling comfortable in your own skin, being happy with your successes and achievements, being, just like I said, you can. It's at that point where you wake up out of bed and you can put a smile on your face. You feel comfortable in your skin. You don't have to worry, about as far as your confidence issues. You believe in yourself. You trust where you're going in life. Okay, if that doesn't sound like you, and there's work to be done. And most certainly, this situation is not going to help that. And there's a lot about talking about success and failure in this, and there's just indicating across the board just failure. A lot of it. Jesus, Aquarius, I don't know what you got yourself into. But anyways, that's what I got for you, Aquarius. Sorry, it's a little kind of a crazy one. But that's Aquarius reading. It's always a little crazy. But man, you got that's crazy. A lot of crazy cards in there. Wow. But yeah, there's gonna be some, it seems like there's some spirit involvement and stuff like that, like fated events a little bit. I mean, it's not it's something that could just, the person manifested, but I mean, the way it was kind of set up, it doesn't seem like that. So, anyways, let's move on. Aquarius is done. Who do we have next? Taurus. Taurus is next. Cancer, right after Taurus. Aries, right after that. Oh, Aries, for once you're not really going to last. Good for you. Alright. We're going to shuffle here. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Taurus? And that's going to start at 46:57. Tell me about the person that's most on Taurus's mind. I get 2 cards for their feelings towards Taurus, please. 2 cards for the person that's most on Taurus's mind. So we have the 2 of Pentacles reversed, the Hierophant showing up upright, a Taurus card in a Taurus reading. How does Taurus feel towards the person that's most in Taurus's mind? Or I'm sorry, yeah, exactly what I just said. How does Taurus feel towards the person that's most in Taurus's mind? Give me 2 cards, please. 7 of Pentacles, a Taurus card in a Taurus read. 5 of Pentacles reverse, a Taurus card in a Taurus read.
We love ourselves.
Apparently. How does the person that's most on Taurus's mind, how do they see Taurus? Not going anywhere. Closed communication. Lovely. How does Taurus see the person that's most on Taurus's mind? are dealing with a fire sign. Actually guaranteed it's a fire sign. It's pretty much a fire sign. What is the person that's most in Taurus's mind? What is their intentions towards... I'm going to get my cards first of all. What is their intentions towards Taurus? Okay, you're dealing with Sagittarius, hands down. Sagittarius. Possible Sagittarius. Or a Leo, maybe. No, possibly a Leo. What is the likely outcome between Taurus and the person that's most in Taurus's mind? Queen of Swords showing up here, Libra energy. Alright. Clarify the Two of Pentacles reversed for how the person that's most in Taurus' mind feels towards Taurus. Why is that there? Clarify by Two of Swords in reverse. Good for them. Clarify Five of Pentacles in reverse. How Taurus feels towards their person. So we have in their intentions Wheel of Fortune upright, and then in your feelings Wheel of Fortune upright. What the fuck is going on here? Why is the Eight of Wands in reverse for how the person that's in Taurus's mind sees Taurus? Clarify, but more Wands energy in reverse. So it's not going to tell me. Basically, just shit is not going anywhere. Clarify Ace of Wands in reverse for how Taurus sees the person that's most in Taurus's mind. What the hell? Clarify the Hierophant upright for how Taurus person feels towards Taurus. I don't even know what the fuck that even means. Alright, so Taurus basically... Your person essentially feels that there is just a lot of unknowns being thrown around. It's kind of like, hey, let me throw you an idea, and then you throw me one back. But this would be, in that context, would be a situation of, let me throw you 1,000 different ideas, and you throw me 1,000 back. Well, bound to have some issues with that, because there's probably going to be some communication difficulties, and the logistics of actually trying to do that is, oh, I've never known anyone that can do that. But, hey, there's only someone out there that probably will claim that they have done that. But this is a situation, essentially, of confusion, essentially. There's some issues going on here. And when I look right, what's next to it is the Hierophant upright, which is talking about sometimes commitments. This person doesn't seem to really know how to basically, or it seems to be a focus on their mind, essentially. And with the Five of Cups being reversed would indicate that whatever loss that they were dealing with, that greatly upset them or kind of brought them to their knees, essentially, they're over it. They're no longer worried about it. But what their focus is basically a more stable commitment. Maybe they're getting counsel from someone else, which would also make sense. You know, if somebody, this could be a person that's seeking therapy almost. One would have to say, if you are being brought out of a emotionally depressing period of time and you feel like everything's at a loss, you're kind of depressed, and then you're seeking somebody that's wiser than yourself that could help you through such a situation, that probably is seeing a therapist, isn't it? Two of Pentacles in reverse just talks about, would kind of coincide with that, saying that I just don't know how to manage my life. Shit's just all over the place. But at the same time, when I clarified to that Two of Pentacles reverse, does talk about, with the Two of Swords reverse, that they've kind of no longer indecision. However, does also talk about being prolonged indecision. Unsure which way to go about things and being stuck in it. Which would make more sense to the Two of Pentacles reverse and what I just said earlier. Is this person seeking help from someone else? That's a possibility. Or is this person just wanting to come in and basically seek a commitment with someone so they can deal with all their problems? It's kind of hard to say a little bit, but as far as how you see them, you seem to be in evaluation. What did and didn't work right? And you brought this person, clearly, who was going through some pretty difficult, hard times in their life, so that also tells me what I was just saying was probably true. Five of Pentacles, when it's upright, does talk about being in hardship. Essentially, you're walking on, walking through difficult times. Seeking help, wanting help, but sometimes it can talk about being stubborn and ignoring it. Maybe it's just failure to see it. But it's harder times, right? It's reversed here. So that means that coming out of that period. Okay? So this seems like with the Wheel of Fortune here that there was some type of manifestation for that to occur. I don't want to be in this shithole anymore. Get me out of it. I'm really kind of steering my ship towards that. Well, that's exactly what seems to have happened here. But then it's going into this reflection period. And one has to say to yourself, is it about this person? Does this person seem to be just an enormous problem, essentially? I hate to say it like that, but it just kind of seems what it is. And this person could be, this is a type of situation where it's a person that is basically just doesn't know how to fucking manage their life, period. They're just in circles the whole time. And more than likely, what's suggesting is that, based on what I'm seeing here, this person just, maybe they don't want to, they don't really want to take responsibility for their life. That's a possibility. Now, how they see you is essentially they don't feel communication is on par. And in some cases, it may even be blocked. Things not moving forward. Now, what's interesting is that with the Two of Pentacles being reversed there, that's saying dropping the ball. It's fumbling the football, as I always say. Now, the Eight of Wands in reverse would absolutely kind of mesh like, I don't know, lettuce and, tomato on a fucking cheeseburger or something like that. It's like this is kind of situation where it's like they both mesh with each other. In other words, it's an idea that's like, hey, this is a vision, let's work on things, let's move things forward, and it's not doing that.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Gone wrong, essentially. Page of Pentacles reverse is another concern, that this can be somebody that just basically is, and not only is it a immature energy, somebody that doesn't really know shit really about what they're doing, but it's somebody that can be just non-committal, not alive. This is like that kind of person that's just like, not only do they not really know their trade very well, but they'll just show up and basically sit around and do nothing. Because they just don't care. They just don't really care sometimes. Or they can just be really stubborn or not really know how refusing, if you don't know how to build something, right, and then there's a guy over there that basically does know how to do it, it's kind of almost, arrogance, like, I don't need him. I can do it myself. Well, maybe you don't know how to do it. But hey, I want to get my way. It can also just be like also somebody that's just going around in circles, refusing to kind of really accept that sometimes things just don't work. And given that it's clarifying to the Eight of Wands in reverse. Now, wait, there's more. I know. How you see them is Ace of Wands in reverse. Delays, blockages, things not really going forward in the right direction. What does that clarify to? The ultimate success, Ten of Pentacles. Fuck me. This is not going anywhere. This is what we call an enormous wheel of time wasting. It's a career time waster. Just circles. This person doesn't seem... There's so many cards here of basically not knowing what they're fucking doing that it scares me. And then their intentions towards you is, I'm going to carry this load. Wheel of Fortune, like... Come on, please. Clarify 10 of Wands upright. So this person essentially is trying to basically claim to you that, well, I'm trying to make, I want things to change and I want things to go in a different direction, but I just want to let you know that I'm doing all the work in this relationship. Sounds like a real team player. Clarify 10 of Wands upright, please. For how person most of Taurus' mind feels, or their intentions towards Taurus. Why is that there? The High Priestess. So intuitively, they think, well, this person is to some extent trying to explore other options, I guess. They are trying to kind of look more as far as probably what they are personally contributing to this relationship and trying to go within themselves a little bit to do that. In other words, they're trying to separate themselves from this world of all the chatter and shit, and they're trying to actually look more at themselves as a person and saying, am I doing all the work in this? But on the flip side, with their intentions towards you, it could be possibly that this person's telling you this, but at the same time, it could just be that this person's deciding that I need to put more work in this relationship. That's a possibility for some of you. If that's the case, then wonderful. Put some more work in this relationship. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune upright. Why is that there for the person that's most in Taurus' mind intentions towards Taurus? Boy, those mouths. Death in reverse. It's possible, Taurus, that I think this person and their intentions essentially... a part of me says, what I'm intuitively getting is that this person is essentially... If you've dated this person in the past or you've been with this person, it seems like in some ways like there was changes that needed to occur, right? There was growth from maybe failures that happened between you. Or maybe it's just their life in general, I don't know. But there was something that, towers came down, they got the thunderbolt, things kind of crumbled down, but they're still holding on to that. But at the same time, manifesting and wanting things to go in a different direction. But Wheel of Fortune does talk about, once again, fated events. So one has to ask, almost with this death in reverse, resisting sometimes transformation that needs to occur. Is it just something that, once again, is out of their heads? It's happening whether they like it or not. Because this person, if you think about it, if they were saying to themselves, well, I really wish with, Taurus, I really had the best relationship ever, but it failed, it didn't go anywhere. And so now they're kind of holding on to what used to be and not what it really is anymore. And that can go for a lot of people on forever. But at the same time, it doesn't change the manifestation that what they're wanting is a better relationship. So perhaps the universe is trying to make that happen. Whether that's putting more work into this relationship and following their intuition and learning a couple things, I don't know. In the outcome is the Queen of Swords upright. So it does show that there's going to be likely you on guard to this person, probably trying to be a bit more clear and decisive about what you're wanting in this relationship. Not willing to take crap. Clarify one to the Queen of Swords upright. Why is that an outcome for Taurus and Taurus person? The Hierophant in reverse. Overcommitments. So, this seems to be a situation where you guys are not really on the same page here, Taurus. I'm going to be honest with you. It's like, almost like you both are... this person here seems to be going through some changes in their life, major changes, so where they are growing and changing as a person. But one thing's for certain here, there's blockages here. Both of you are kind of mirroring each other as far as that goes. You're kind of exploring whether or not you want to deal with this situation. Perhaps you already did. I'm wondering if you want to entertain it again. This person does seem to be wanting to maybe show you that they can maybe carry more of the load this time around. It's possible. But when I clarify to the Queen of Swords upright, it's talking about basically you are communicating just this. In their feelings. Take a look. In their feelings. There's the Hierophant. Clarifying to the Queen of Swords, the Hierophant reverse. So once again, talking about you probably saying, I'm not willing to take shit from you anymore. I want a committed relationship. I want something that's more grounded, and I want it to be a little bit more conventional. None of this rebellious shit. You know? That's probably what that might be suggesting, I would think. And this person, who knows if they get it or not, I don't know. Or maybe it applies to them. See how it applies, Taurus. What advice do we have for Taurus, the person that's most in Taurus' mind? One card, please. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. In their intentions. In their intentions, 10 of Wands. Here's your advice, 10 of Wands. So I have to assume, Taurus, that the reason that's showing that is because of the fact that there's so many blockages in this relationship that it's kind of suggesting that neither one of you is probably at the point of wondering, maybe they need to be doing more than, and I'm just going to put my feet up. Because, fuck it, I don't want to deal with this. I don't need to, because in the past they screwed up. So I'm going to, sometimes we get in that where it's like, I'm not going to do anything because they already wasted my time, so I'm just not going to put any work into this. But it really is suggesting here that it takes two people, well, obviously, to make it work, right? So, your advice is essentially, here's your advice, 10 of Wands, and this is what their essentially advice was to the Wheel of Fortune fate, 10 of Wands. It's telling you both need to put more work in this relationship. So, that's what I got for you, Taurus. Obviously, if that doesn't sound like your situation, then it's not your story. But that's definitely pretty clear cut that there's blockages in this relationship. Needs to be more work put forward if you want it to work. And hey, if you just kind of are in that situation, you're like, I don't want to put that work in, then tell that person that. Don't waste their time. Just be clear, decisive about your intentions. Say, I don't want to do this anymore. It's too much work. It's not going in the right places, and we don't seem to get along with each other. That's it. Because as far as with all the Wheel of Fortune and everything showing up, it does seem that both of you, in some ways, despite what I'm seeing on the board, seem to be manifesting in some ways for things to move forward, despite all the issues and blockages. But then you guys are mirroring each other that you'll both block each other. Like, why? What's the point of that? How can you get anything off the ground if both of you are putting roadblocks in front of each other? It doesn't make any sense. But do what you want, Taurus. I'm just some person reading tarot cards. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break, and then I will do the next four. Done. Taurus is done. Aquarius is done. Scorpio. Sagittarius is done. Yeah, Cancer will be next, and then Aries will be next. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm back. Let me put the start right here. Alright, we're going to the Zodiac sign of Cancer. Cancer, you're next. Alright, so I'll start at 7. Actually, no, I'll do 8. 6. What do we have for the Zodiac sign of Cancer? You get 2 cards for how that person feels towards Cancer, please. 2 cards for how the person that's most on Cancer's mind feels towards Cancer, please. Yeah. How does the person that's most in Cancer's mind? How does Cancer feel towards that person? Can I get 2 cards, please? How does the person that's most in Cancer's mind? How do they see person that's most in Cancer's mind. How does Cancer? How does Cancer see that person? What is the person that's most in Cancer's mind? What is their intentions towards Cancer, please? Can I get 2 cards? What is the likely outcome between Cancer and the person that's most on Cancer's mind? Can I get 1 card, please? Clarify the 4 of Wands in reverse. For the person that's most in Cancer's mind, their feelings towards Cancer. Clarify the Moon in reverse. How Cancer feels towards their person. Clarify the Lovers in reverse for how Cancer person sees Cancer. Clarify 7 of Swords in reverse for how Cancer person, their intentions towards Cancer. Clarify 1 more to the 9 of Swords in reverse. Why is the 9 of Swords in reverse? Clarify the High Priestess reverse for the outcome. Why is that the outcome? So, Cancer, as far as your person's feelings, this person essentially is seeing this as some case wish fulfillment, which is odd, but it's right next to them is the 4 of Wands in reverse, and then it's clarifying to 6 of Swords. I'll show you that if I can. So, there seems to be some situation, essentially, where this person, if this is a family situation, they don't really feel, they feel it might be like a bit turbulent. If this is your family, they might see it as turbulent. Like, almost like there's tension, essentially. They don't feel welcome there. Okay. This person, you know, is probably trying to navigate also on their own side of things. There could be drama, it could be like issues, it could be almost like in some ways like things are not moving forward, and you know what kind of direction they're wanting, and they don't really have much to celebrate, or they just feel that you know whatever celebrations or whatever milestones they do make, they just can't really share with people. Okay, but the 6 of Swords there, what I'm mainly getting from that is that it seems to be almost challenging times. They're trying to like navigate through stormy weather in some ways. And when it's clarified to the 4 of Wands reverse, it does talk about family and stability. So there is something there. But at the same time, they are hopeful and optimistic that whatever they are manifesting is going to come to fruition, that it's going to be wish fulfillment. You, on the other hand, are seeing, or your feelings towards them is the 2 of Wands reverse, with the Moon in reverse, clarified by to the 4 of Cups in reverse. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. So, in some ways, it's a little tricky on that one, but it does kind of say, you know, this is kind of suggesting in some ways that you are in some ways kind of concerned about the situation, but you are in some ways getting perspective on it, that you're no longer basically worried about it as much as you once were. You may be starting to see if there was any type of secrets, or if there was any kind of like hidden, you know, things exposed or hidden from sight, they are becoming exposed now. But with the 4 of Cups in reverse there, you're kind of getting things on a move on, essentially. So, worried, you're not like really disappointed or, kind of daydreaming about the situation, essentially. You're kind of getting a move on things. And maybe at one point you're wondering and stuck in thought, essentially, if things could really go in the right direction you wanted them to go. There's a lot of unknowns in a situation. I mean, let's face it. I mean, who really wants to just jump into the things? People don't normally want to just take risks unnecessarily. And this kind of seems one of those things where it was, I'm not really happy with, how things are going, but at the same time, I do want things to move forward. But the question is, which way do I move forward? So there just seems to be so many unknowns. And the Two of Wands is reversed here, which can talk about basically coming out of a decision coinciding with this moon and reverse energy here. Okay. How they see you is essentially not a very good view, I would say. This person could be a little difficult, we'll say that. They also don't see the connection very loving at the same time. They feel like maybe whatever this tight connection was, if it was a soulmate situation, maybe it's starting to tether. Sever, should I say, not tether. In some ways, they just don't feel like it's really kind of hitting the levels that they were really optimistic for. How you see them is essentially the King of Swords. So perhaps this person is being a little bit more direct with you about what's going on in their life and what's, how things are. This is a more cold, closed-off energy. Okay? King of Swords, somebody that's generally going to be more focused on the logic side of things. Clear cut. I'm going to tell you how it is. Cutting through the bullshit. Which is interesting because that's exactly how it would come across with the Lovers in reverse, which is why they're seeing you like that. So you obviously are communicating to this person in a more serious tone and not so much a loving tone. Their intention towards you is the Nine of Cups in reverse. This person could be a little bit dependent on you. Could be a little needy. Seven of Swords in reverse does talk about, once again, things kind of sometimes the concern about things may not be going as far as keeping things hidden, not very well. It's clarifying to the Nine of Swords in reverse, which is interesting because that's talking about basically no longer being, trapped in sleepless nights, anxiety, but it can talk about a worsening of that. When I clarified to that is Two of Cups in reverse. So this would talk about a failed relationship. So this person, based on the energy and the cards I'm seeing, would most certainly is worried that you are going to discover that this person is, one, needy, two, incredibly fearful about this relationship not going to plan. This person I'm just going to level with you. They're basically they're stuck in this situation. This person's just so stuck, it's unbelievable. They basically don't want you to know that either. They really kind of, if anything, just want to kind of paint the picture that they're not really worried about this situation, but really they are. It seems that's probably keeping them up at night, and they're worried about that. This potentially was maybe something that was wish fulfillment for them, but at the same time, what's haunting them is the fact that maybe this is not going in the direction that they're hoping for. It's failing. Now, with the High Priestess in reverse, can talk about basically failure to basically look really at the whole situation on a different perspective. The High Priestess, when it's upright, is talking. It does kind of go into trying to look beyond this plane from just the typical linear way that we look at things. It's going beyond the black and the white. It's trying to basically go into your subconscious mind, really explore, just new perspectives and ways of looking at things. Really kind of seeing that there's many opportunities around you at any given time. Trying to, navigate through all the bullshit that's in our daily life. It's beyond this physical plane. It can be a card of being quiet, essentially. Quiet reflection. When I clarify to that is Death in reverse. Once again, coinciding with this energy of what I just talked about. Somebody that just is stuck. They can't move on past this. Now, what I'm most interested in is how this relates to Cancer. How does the outcome relate to Cancer? I get one card on how this card relates to Cancer, please. Tower reversed. Jesus, there's just so much stuck energy here. It's crazy. So Cancer, you may be stuck on this situation. I'm going to be honest with you. I think both of you are stuck in this situation. Clarify. How does the outcome relate to the person that's most on Cancer's mind? The Hermit reverse. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So Cancer, for those of you who are resonating with this reading, this is basically a situation where both of you see this as, in some ways, a stuck fest. It's neither one of you seem to really know how to make this work, for starters. And number two, both of you are doubting each other that maybe this person's worried that you are basically just wanting to move on, but at the same time it seems like you are kind of reflecting back to that. But there's like this cold energy, but you know, all the love seems to be kind of squeezed and stifled out of this relationship. It seems to be like almost like wanting it to work. And I think you guys both know that it's there, the possibility for it to work, but just not sure how to make it happen. And it's probably been a lot of just issues and problems that occurred in this situation in the past that has kind of led up to this. And it's one of those things where, yeah, there was really good times. There was obviously a very close connection with that Lover's card being present there, even though it's reversed. Had to suggest that it was almost a soulmate bond. So this could be like something where you are tethered to this person, where maybe neither one of you are really, in some cases, fulfilled in a situation, but you both seem like you can't really escape each other. And it's just a situation that kind of keeps getting pummeled down, and the universe is basically saying you guys both need to grow and transform, but just unwilling or, unsure on how to do that. And there is a lot of perspection going back and forth on both of your sides, trying to figure out how to make that happen. What do I need to do to basically cut the cord? Should I cut the cord? Do I want to move on past this person? Can we make it work? Is it ever going to work? What advice do I have for Cancer, the person that's most in Cancer's mind? Can I get one card, please? The Moon. So that's going to talk about that, sometimes you do need to just take a chance. And what's interesting is we have the Moon in reverse in your feelings, Cancer. Right here. And then we have the Moon for your advice. So sometimes there is, a lot of different paths in life that unfortunately have many things that are just kind of blacked out. We don't really know what's going to happen. There's an element of risk in life. If you want things to move forward, and it hasn't been working, then sometimes you have to take a risk. You say, well, I don't want to take the risk. Well, then you probably don't want the situation bad enough, do you? And it's no different if you're trying to start a business, right? Sometimes you have to take risks in things. I don't think there's a single person that started a business for the first time that really knew exactly 5 years down the road how that business was going to turn out. Well, one would say that could be a road with a lot of unknowns, hence the Moon. Okay? But at the same time, it doesn't stop people. Does it not? People do it all the time. It doesn't stop them. But the question really comes down to this High Priestess in reverse. And that's really, this can also talk about basically doubting. Just like a lot of doubt. Not reluctant to want to basically go, kind of like stuck in your ways a little bit. It's not like, or maybe like looking at angles that really aren't relevant to this relationship growing. Not listening to your intuition. Maybe your intuition's telling you need to move on past this. But it's like, hey, I don't want to. For what reason that is, it's not my business. But it is suggesting here that there is going to be some things that you have to accept, that you can't know all the answers and everything. It's just sometimes you do have to move on. And if your intuition is telling you, hey, this situation has gone around in circles 50,000 times, well, what are the odds it's going to work out in the 50,001 time? Probably not going to work. But if your intuition is strongly correlating and telling you that it's not going to work, then why the fuck are you in this situation? You do what you want, Cancer, but the suggestion here is really, I'm going to be honest with you, the energy across the board here, just blockages. It's blockage city. If this was me, I probably wouldn't. It's going to be an uphill battle, I'm going to be honest with you. because whatever it caused, whatever, this doesn't seem like it was one or two situations between you guys that basically, whoever you're dealing with here, okay, this seems like a past lover. This seems someone you've had history with. I don't really see anything that would suggest this is like a new relationship that just came in like last week or something. So this is going to be for a story for some Cancer that's back and forth with the person. You've broken up 100 times. You guys are probably still single right now, but trying to make it work again because you can't move on past each other. But then neither one of you seems to know how to do that, and you just go around in circles, and Moon card. And as far as I know, that's a Cancer card. So here you go. Well, it's Pisces, but yeah. That's what I got for you, Cancer. Alright, done with Cancer. That was a long one. I think I'm going to continue my reads. I'm going to finish up the last couple signs tomorrow because I'm so freaking tired. Holy crap. I'm exhausted, guys. I'm so tired. I haven't really ate anything. It's been a long day. I'm going to try and finish this up tomorrow. I was hoping to get this all done tonight, but it's just, me and rambling, I take too long. That's alright. I'll be a bit more lively tomorrow anyways. Alright, I am back for a break. There's the timestamp here. Yeah, get that going. Alright, going to the zodiac sign of Aries. Okay, so we get Aries. And Aries is going to start at 2. Aries. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Aries? Can I get 2 cards for the person that's most on Aries' mind, please? How does Aries feel towards the person that's most on Aries' mind? 2 cards, please. How does the person that's most on Aries' mind see Aries as a sign? Split the deck. How does Aries see the person that's most on Aries' mind? What is the person that's most on Aries' mind? What is their intent? Oh, we had 1 card drop out, so we're going to take it. What is their intention towards Aries? I guess that's... Okay. What is the likely outcome between Aries and the person that's most on Aries' mind? Oh, let's craft shuffle me. Do that. Clarify 7 of Cups for how Aries feels towards Aries person. What the hell? And clarify the 8 of Pentacles in reverse for how Aries feels towards their person. Clarify 1 more on the 8 of Pentacles reversed for how Aries feels towards Aries person. That's most on Aries' mind. Clarify Queen of Pentacles upright for how this person is most on Aries' mind. What is their intentions towards Aries? Clarify Queen of Pentacles. Clarify 8 of Cups upright. Aries person their intentions actually towards Aries. Yeah. So Aries, your person essentially is, for whatever reason, deciding to put boundaries up against you. Let me actually clarify the Magician. Clarify Magician upright for the person that's most in Aries' mind. They're feeling towards Aries. What? Why would this person feel that towards Aries? I clarify Page of Swords in reverse. Why would they feel that? Two cards come out. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Ace of Cups. This situation, Aries, is... Oh, God. So, Aries, your person essentially... this is their feelings towards you. So you have Seven of Wands upright, with the Magician right next to it, upright, and then Page of Swords reversed. Now, this person's on... It seems would, tell me is that they're on guard to you, essentially. Well, maybe not on guard, but it could also just be that they're trying to keep you at arm's length. At the same time, they are in their head basically deciding that they want to either one of two things. One, they want to reinvent themselves and they want to go on a new journey and put some vision. Maybe they have some idea. They want to get off the ground. The other possibility is that maybe they're thinking with this relationship. Well, if there is to be a relationship, because it's a singles read. They may be wondering, can this... they might, in a sense, feel like they have everything to try and get this relationship going again. Maybe it's failed in the past, but this time around they feel like they have a better shot at doing it. But at the same time, what kind of makes me doubt that is the fact that they're putting up boundaries and kind of staying on guard to you. Okay. Now, when I clarified to the Magician, it's showing me the Page of Swords reversed. One would have to ask, why? Why would they be doing that? Which is going to probably indicate this person either A, is not telling you this, they may just be keeping it to themselves, or number two, they may be just kind of leading you on a little bit, telling you that, yeah, I would like to build something with you, but I really don't actually want to. So, clarifying that, obviously you heard me clarify earlier, what I got was Ace of Cups, and then Ace of Pentacles reverse. So this person seems like almost confused. On the one hand, this person still kind of, to some extent, wants to offer you some, try and reignite the relationship. It could also be with the Ace of Cups there. It could just be, once again, coming back to themselves. They may just want to invest creative effort and time into some type of idea they have for themselves. Okay? But with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, may not feel that they have the ability to do that. So it's kind of like this back and forth where, yeah, I think I do have everything. I can make this happen, but then at the same time they're doubting themselves. But that same, they also want to kind of put some drive into it, which is really confusing. But I have to assume, because this is a relationship based, semi-relationship. It's a single read, but we're all kind of dating someone, right, to get into a relationship. So one has to ask: is this person just kind of going in circles, spinning their wheels in the mud? You, on the other hand, and your feelings towards your person is rather a little concerning. Oh, God, if I can get these cards off the damn ground. That's why I don't do many clarifications anymore, just because it's a nightmare to do all these clarifications. You see this person as 8 of Pentacles reversed and then 7 of Cups upright. Okay? Clarifying to the 8 of Pentacles reversed is Strength and 4 of Wands. So, no, I'm sorry, the 4 of Wands is reversed. So, the question I'm having here is, it's kind of like this sense that you feel like this has been a failure before. So you already kind of know it just was something that was kind of it just was a yo-yo kind of effect. And at the same time, you're kind of holding back a little bit with the strength being there. You don't really see this person as, in some sense, as from a financial perspective, which for an Aries is kind of a nightmare, because Aries is always hard-working. And this person doesn't seem to be that. They seem to be kind of almost the opposite of it. This person could have been engaged in doing kind of bad financial dealings, just reckless with money. This person just may not know which way to really, go with life, and when they, try to introduce their plans on how to do it, it just goes in circles or it just fails. You don't really see this person really, for the most part, making that much of a substantial effort to really change that. Now, also in your feelings, the Seven of Cups. So one has to ask, are you searching for other people? When I clarify to it, the Sun card. I mean, there's a lot of ways we could interpret that, but once again, I have to kind of assume that this is kind of a, person on your mind, right? So, to some extent, I almost wonder, you can ask yourself two things. You could either just think that this person, you might just feel this person is trying to find themselves, or it could just be that you are searching for other people. Something that's going to be a bit more aligned with you better as a person. Now, how you see each other, they see you as Six of Pentacles reversed. So they pretty much, once again, they kind of, as I said, holding back. This also kind of indicates that they just feel that you're not really giving to the situation. In fact, you're kind of just staying put to yourself. How you see them is the Sun in reverse. So, isn't that interesting that we have Seven of Cups with the Sun card clarifying to it, and how you see them is the Sun card reversed. So you don't really see, one has to ask, when I just said you kind of almost feel like maybe this person's trying to find themselves, and you see them probably as someone that does not know how to, they don't understand themselves really. They may not be afraid to be themselves, or they just are kind of like a lost lamb. Doesn't seem that with the energy that you're bringing, Aries, it just kind of seems like your perception of this person is they don't really know what the hell they're doing. Now, this person's intentions towards you is Eight of Cups upright and then Queen of Pentacles. So, this gets a little bit, this is the kicker really. Because the Eight of Cups is going to talk about essentially this person's walking into the sunset essentially. Well, not for say sunset, the sun's already down, but this person is essentially walking away from a situation that definitely just, it's not working out for them. In fact, they're going and looking for other opportunities somewhere else, because essentially to them, most of their cups are spilled. Might as well go and find somewhere where I can fill them up again, and it's not here. When I clarify to that as High Priestess, so this person is essentially trying to follow their own personal judgment. They feel that perhaps in the past they have been ignoring it, and maybe they were stuck on you and they wanted to chase after you, but no longer. It doesn't seem like they want to do that anymore. So for those of you who are probably dealing with someone that's wishy-washy or you're kind of on guard, it doesn't seem like this person really wants to, for the most part, stick around. And if they haven't, if you're still dealing with this person, well, it sounds like they're contemplating it. And it's probably because of this energy of you kind of holding back from them, not really wanting to give to the situation. You don't seem to have the best perspective of them, so I can see it would make sense why they would want to walk away. Now, if you remember me talking here, Aries, I did talk about that there was one option with this Magician card being here up in their feelings, that it could possibly indicate that it's working on themselves, right? Well, Queen of Pentacles, look who showed up. Now, when I clarify to it, it's Six of Swords. This person seems to just want to walk away. Once again, they're getting in that boat and moving on. So we've got two cards here of essentially, I'm out of here. And it's clarified as Queen of Pentacles. So this person could even potentially, I don't really read the court cards as, generally speaking, I don't read them as people. But it's a little tricky with this one. There's this person, but so the way I'm going to read it for this read is I'm going to essentially say that this person is probably just moving on to go and invest their time and energy into building something better for themselves. Maybe that could look like if this person isn't financially doing well for themselves, they do want to do well for themselves. Maybe they want to go, if they're in an apartment, they want to get a house. Maybe they want to go do these things so they can rub it in your face and basically say that, hey, look at me, you missed out. But whatever the case is, with the Eight of Cups being there and then the Six of Swords also being present there, this person seems to be not content with the situation. And one has to say that it's more than likely with the energy that you're showing that perhaps you just don't really see this person either A is a good match for you, or you just kind of feel that it's not really going anywhere. Now, how do I know that that's probably the case? Because the Four of Cups is the outcome. So it's just disappointment. So, this doesn't look like it's, yeah. Yeah, Aries, you've been having some rough reading, I'll say that. So, I can't really say Aries, to be honest. I mean, this doesn't really look like a situation that's going to stand the test of time right now. It seems like it's going, there seems to be some type of, like, I don't know if it's on your side or whose side it's, you know, mainly on, but from the energy that I can see on the board, it does seem like your person, to some extent, I mean, they just kind of seem like you've already kind of locked them out. So they're just saying, well, if I don't have the key, it's getting cold, I might as well go and find something else. I mean, Aries not letting me back in. So I don't know if you broke up with this person or what the hell happened here, but there's definitely there's really no love going back here. It seems like a shut-off, closed situation. And this person, for the most part, you heard me say it in the beginning, this seems like they're just working on themselves and moving on. So, what advice do we have for Aries and the person that's most in Aries' mind? You get one card, please. Seven of Pentacles. So you need to reevaluate the situation, Aries. You need to understand basically what has and hasn't worked in this situation. Is this something that you want to re-deal with? Because if we want to say that, let's say with that Queen of Pentacles there, let's just for argument's sake, just for argument's sake, let's just say that this person, which doesn't seem like they are, but let's just hypothetically say that they were wanting to restabilize things with you and continue to work on things. It's asking you basically to reevaluate that. Are you happy with what you've been receiving? Is this situation that you're dealing with, is it satisfying with you? Based on what I'm seeing here, no. The answer is 100% no. So, if it's not satisfying with you, then I would probably suggest stop repeating it. You need to change it up. So, that's what I got for you, Aries. I hope you got something out of that. But, yeah, definitely need to reevaluate the situation. For those of you, obviously, that are definitely not dealing with something like this, well, it's not your reason. That's all I can say. But this is quite clear across the board. This just seems like someone being shut out, essentially. Closed off. It's just a relationship. Well, it's a, you know, like I said, I mean, if you're single, you're going on dates with this person or meeting up with them because you want to be in a relationship. And it's just something that's not relationship material. It's not going in that direction. It seems like just roadblocks. And most of the roadblocks, to be honest, Aries, seem like it's on your side. You seem to be putting them up. So, and I mean, for a small percentage, you know, of you, I have to wonder why this person's putting up boundaries and their feelings towards you. So one has to say that, and perhaps you screwed up a little bit. I don't know. But limited spread, so I can't obviously dive 100 cards into their world. So that's what I got for you, Aries. Alright, Aries is done. So freaking disorganized. Who we got next? Oh, there we go. That's what I need. Alright. Who do you think I'm going to pick?
Yeah.
You look.
No, I didn't. I just felt it.
Let's see if she's right. Leo. Alright. Leo. Virgo's next after that. And Libra. Leo, Virgo, Libra. Alright, so Leo, you're next. And that's going to start at 142.40. Alright. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Leo? I get 2 cards for the person that's most on Leo's mind. 2 cards, please, for the person that's most on Leo's mind. Their feelings towards Leo. Can I get 2 cards? This is going to be a good one. How does Leo feel towards the person that's most on Leo's mind? Oh, God. To continue or not to continue? Jerry. How does the person that's most on Leo's mind? How do they see Leo at this time? Can I get 1 card, please? How does Leo see the person that's most on Leo's mind? How does Leo see the person that's most on Leo's mind? Jerry. What is the intentions of the person that's most on Leo's mind? Get 2 cards, please. Get this. God, whoa. One card just wanted to. It somehow shot out, so we're going to take that. Hey, one more card for how the person that's most on Leo's mind. Intentions towards Leo. Okay, one more card. Trying to boss up or something. What is the likely outcome between Leo and the person that's most on Leo's mind? Oh, this looks like a very healthy situation we have going here. Can I clarify the devil upright? How Leo's person sees Leo, or feels towards Leo. Can I clarify the devil upright? The King of Wands in reverse shows up. Let me say that one more time. A very healthy situation. Can I clarify the 9 of Wands in reverse? The person that's most on Leo's mind is feeling towards Leo. Page of Swords in reverse. Do we have mace? Yeah, give me some mace, okay. Let's clarify the Justice in reverse for how Leo feels towards the person that's most on Leo's mind. Why is that there? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Jeez, you can't have... yeah. Leo, this is a disaster. This person... I don't even know if I should call them a person, because this person is essentially showing up in their feelings with the devil upright and the King of Wands in reverse. Almost, you really couldn't have a worse pairing of cards. I mean, the King of Wands in reverse is essentially somebody that's just in and out all the time. They probably do lie. They probably manipulate. They're essentially there for themselves, 100%. They don't give a shit about anything else but themselves. When the lights start to go down, they're out. They're there for a good time and nothing more. This is the person that is not going to commit whatsoever. This is a person that just wants to have fun, enjoy their time. They have too much energy, don't know where to essentially channel it. For that reason, and most times are a bum. Now it's clarifying to the devil. A person that's generally chained to their addictions and issues, their shadow side. It's just rampant. Problems with drugs, alcohol, sex addictions. It could be, you name it. The list goes on. Pick one. This person generally probably has, it could just be sexual obsessions, especially with the King of Wands being there. This person could be hypersexual. Now, next to it in their feelings is the 9 of Wands in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. This person's toxic, Leo. Fuck me. Right then and there, it's just like this is a person that essentially could be a bit of a sore loser, not wanting to put the time into things. Always want to take the shortcuts. Why put the hard work in when I could just basically go around back and cut the line? I don't have to actually tell you that. I'll just go and do it. Lovely. What a peach. This person, Leo, this person's an idiot. I'm sorry to say it. This person has such bad energy in their feelings. One has to ask if this is what's going on in their head. No. We almost just terminate the read down, because that's just so toxic. Now, how you feel towards this person is 3 of Swords in reverse. So you're getting over some type of pain, essentially. Something that was very hurtful to you. One can only imagine when you're dealing with the Devil upright and the King of Wands in reverse, what that could possibly be. Oh wait, there's more. The Justice in reverse. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Not going in your favor. Things unfair. Difficulties. Trying to find balance that's really not there. This is just like, this is like basically a merry-go-round on steroids in hell. That's really what it is. How they see you. They see you as the King of Pentacles upright. I have to clarify that because that's just almost laughable. Essentially, when this person needs a paycheck, they come to you. Wonderful. They see you as somebody that is stable, probably wants commitment to better their future. Get this person a straitjacket. Clarify King of Pentacles for how the person that's most in Leo's mind sees Leo. Once again, seven of Pentacles. So this person essentially is confirming, well, to me, that essentially how they see you is somebody that they know is trying to probably better their life, essentially. We have two cards here indicating that there is progress being made. They feel that you're stable to some extent. You're probably trying to honor your commitments. This could be trying to go to work, trying to do a job. It could be trying to work up in a job. It could be trying to make better decisions, better plans for yourself. That's how they see you. How you see them is death reverse. You feel this person is basically just, number one, still stuck on the past. Haven't learned a damn thing. Still trying to just grab onto something that's, trying to resist change. It's like, I don't really care how many times this tower fell down. I still want to start piecing it back together because that's life for me. There's nothing more to it than that. Okay. Sorry, we had some noise there. Let's clarify the World card upright for their intentions towards Leo. Eight of Cups reversed. So this person is approaching you from pretty much a standpoint of in their intentions. So whether or not this has happened or not, this is their intentions. So they're essentially wanting to convey to you that they've changed to some extent and they've learned things in this relationship. Probably in the past. I'm assuming you're not together with, I sure hope you're not together with this person. It's a single reading. So I would imagine at this point you're probably to some extent at a distance with this person, given the energy I'm seeing here. And most certainly with the King of Wands in reverse, God only knows how often. And they probably stay in your life for 5 minutes at a time. But their intentions is to try and show you that they have a vision. A better vision. One that's probably, let me guess, is not going to incorporate this devil energy and King of Wands in reverse, and the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse, the Justice in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It probably doesn't include that. I know that because of the King of Swords is upright. This person's firmly telling you this, but at the same time being a little emotionally shut off when they're doing it. Probably trying to be more serious. I need to act like this because if you don't see me act like this, it means I'm not being serious. What a fucking idiot. This person is essentially just trying to sell you bullshit. But at the end of the day, when I clarify to the world upright, Eight of Cups in reverse, this person can move on past you. Confirming death in reverse. You see this person stuck on you. Can't move on. What is the outcome? Ace of Wands in reverse. It's not, number one, it's not going anywhere. There's already too many blockages and there's energy being directed in the wrong places. This could also talk about shitty sex life. This person could be impotent. It's a general outcome, so who knows. But this Leo, this situation's clusterfuck. I'm sorry. No. I don't see any good in this situation. I really don't. And, for the most part, good for them for seeing you as more stable. Glad that's, it doesn't mean to say that you're a peach here, Leo. Okay? That's not what I'm saying. Just because it's showing up, that's their impression, whether that's true or not. You could have somebody getting a minimum wage job and working there for one day and quitting. Oh, they might see you for that day as someone that's really solid. So interpret it how. But generally the King of Pentacles upright is somebody that's got their shit together. And with the Seven of Pentacles being there, they most certainly do see you in a much better light. But, boy, one has to ask the question if they're in their feelings with all this crap. you know, it's a little concerning. I mean, does this person just see you as like, hey, if I fuck up, I can go and run over to them? Don't worry, Leo's got me. It's weird, and you know, I always try to look at it like, oh, maybe they're feeling like that's how Leo is, but no, it's not, because of the fact that they see you as King of Pentacles, which is not the correlation of their energy. So that's definitely just what's in their mind. This person is toxic. They're no good. Probably just want to find a way to manipulate you. It's toxic on a new extreme. So, thumbs down and Ace of Wands down. Get rid of this person. That's my advice. But let's get a card of advice, I guess. And one card of advice for Leo, please. Or whatever person Leo's dealing in this crazy situation. One card of advice, please. Six of Wands. Clarify one more with Six of Wands. You need to overcome challenges. With what? Be victorious. Seven of Cups. So for those of you that have basically been seeing illusions in this relationship, probably being sold by this person, in other words, telling you things that really aren't going to really happen, it's telling you need to basically triumph over that. Get through it. Okay? Keep your head up high, but at the same time, don't, like one has to say, if they see you like this and you're working hard and stuff like that, then don't give up on that. Because it is going to lead to victory as long as you keep your head up high and avoid this travesty of a situation. That's the best way I can interpret that. And the Seven of Cups does talk about sometimes illusions, fantasy, choices, window shopping, all kinds of stuff like that. It is talking about being victorious over that. Overcoming things, essentially. Maintaining control, especially in this relationship. Well, situation. So, kind of a weird one, Leo, but yeah, I mean, for those resonating, if you're dealing with someone like this, ugh, yeah. That's what I got for you, Leo. I'll do Virgo next. I need to get some new cards really bad. It's like all fucked up. They're a little sticky. They've been through some hell, some hellish situations. Probably did go to hell at one point. Good God. God bless these cards. Virgo, you're up next. Virgo. Right. What do we have for the person that's most on Virgo's mind? 2 cards, please. What do we have for the person that's most on Virgo's mind? 2 cards, please. How does Virgo feel towards the person that's most in Virgo's mind? 2 cards, please. Well, it seems that some of you did not take my advice from last time. Alright. How does Virgo, person most on Virgo's mind, how do they see Virgo at this time? How does Virgo see the person that's most on Virgo's mind? Oh, God. This is like one of those situations where you realize that there was not a damn thing learned from the last reading at all, because it's like this. It's like the Addams family kind of continuing on some other crazy dynamic. What is the person that's most on Virgo's mind? What is their intention towards Virgo? Give me 2 cards. Jesus. This is not going well, Virgo. There's a likely outcome. I can't even get the cards to shuffle. I'm just gonna sticking with each other and shit. What is the outcome between Virgo and the person that's most on Virgo's mind? I get 1 card, please.
Death.
Magician in reverse. Oh, God. Yeah. This is a mess. We have every card in reverse except for 1. I don't even know where to start with it. There's so much problems here. So let's start with your person here. We have 8 of Wands reversed, 4 of Wands reversed. This person is essentially it would suggest probably just isolating from this. Also, there's no communication. Probably not wanting to. If there's been any plans with you, it's been canceled for sure. You, on the other hand, are basically once again in isolation. Four of Swords is going to basically talk about somebody that's just getting over some issue that happened, probably from the last reading. This guy's literally on basically an operating table. It looks like, well, he looks almost dead. I mean, he's recovering, but I mean, you get the idea. So, but it is a card that generally suggests you're not really communicating, taking time to yourself. And with the 8 of Wands in reverse there, seems like they're doing the same thing. As far as they see, it's basically the brakes have just been slammed. 10 of Cups in reverse, indicating this relationship is just unfulfilling. It's not going anywhere. If anything, it's a failure. Could have been marriage gone wrong. Maybe it's a divorce. It's possibly a divorce. Why do I know that? Because of the 4 of Wands in reverse with their feelings. They might not feel that your family wants anything to do with them. Maybe there's family issues. There's disconnect. Who the fuck knows? But there seems to be, as far as the family situation is concerned, this is not going in the right direction. How do they see you? They don't feel that you are very much independent. They think that you depend on others, for starters. They don't think you can manage money at all. And they think that you're probably, for the most part, just dependent on other people. That you don't really have your shit together. At all. How you see them, power struggle. You think this person, you see basically your person as essentially somebody that just, number one, can't manage shit. They don't know what they're doing, they're going the wrong direction, and it's probably a power struggle in this relationship, which is, well, it has been, if there has been a relationship. It's just a power struggle. This is not going anywhere, period. As far as their intentions in reverse, there's so many reversals here, I've got reverse going through my mind. As far as their intentions is 8 of Pentacles reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse. This person wants to put absolutely 0 effort into this relationship, and I mean 0. Not only that, but they just don't care. They don't care to improve the situation. For if you want the most basic terminology, they don't give a shit. Now, the outcome is the Magician in reverse. I mean, you couldn't have a worse outcome. I mean, this is a card of everything you need to get your vision off the ground. It's going somewhere. This is the complete opposite of that. Couldn't have I don't give a shit with a better pairing. So this person just, I mean, well, this is your general outcome here, Virgo. I mean, it's not going anywhere. The situation's just basically a failure. Whatever the case is. So, I can tell you right now, if you're a Virgo that is in a hot, intensive relationship where you just had hot sex and you're watching this is probably not your reading. Unless it's not the partner or the person on your mind. I suppose that could be a little weird, but whatever. Oh, we got 1 card advice. Page of Swords, the truth. Oh, shit. We're just gonna ignore that card. We're gonna ignore that one. Ignore what I just said there. Clarify the Magician in reverse. Reverse outcome between the person that's most in the mind. Five of Pentacles and out in the cold. Jesus, yeah. What a disaster of a reading, Virgo. One card of advice for Virgo, please. Well, it's not a disaster, but I mean, I'm sure it's this situation's just coming to an end, is what I'm trying to say. Death. Spot on. Guys, basically, this situation's coming to an end. Essentially, there, you know, the destruction's there. There's probably been tower moments that have basically collapsed this entire foundation to the ground. Through the rubble, yes, you're a skeleton on a horse. You're dead. But, hey, transformation. You're growing. Changes around the corner. So new things are coming into your life, Virgo. So whatever happened in the situation, it seems like it was supposed to inevitably fail. But for good cause. You know, it's kind of like, you know, if you have a forest fire that burns everything down, you always see, months later, you'll see those brand new green shoots growing through. That's kind of like the situation. Despite all the failure and ruin in the situation, it does seem like it was meant to be like that. And for, like I said, Death card showing that there is going to be transformation. You're going to be a different person because of it. So, it's kind of one of those things, out with the old, in with the new. The question is, in, you know, the next coming weeks here, is this going to start showing up reversed, indicating that you're not moving on from whatever the situation was. So, for a lot of you out there, if you are dealing with a situation, move forward. That's what the advice is saying. Keep your head up high, move forward, continue to grow, continue to change. It's supposed to be that way. Things are, there's some situations in life that are just not meant to be. And this definitely seems like one. You guys just don't have, there's nothing here to suggest that things are growing. Between you two. As a person, probably yes. You're learning from all the experiences and things that what has and hasn't worked. So, that's what I got for you, Virgo. Sorry, I wish I could be more positive in it, but, I mean, every card is pretty much reversed. So, what can I say? Which is not always a bad thing, but these cards that I pulled, yeah, they are. So. Virgo is done. How many signs have I left? I'm going to take a quick break. Alright, we're going to be going to the Zodiac sign of Libra. Libra. We all scream for Libra. It's actually Pisces, sorry. It's supposed to be Pisces. Libra. 2, 8. What do we have for the Zodiac sign of Libra? Can we get 2 cards for the person that's most on Libra's mind, please? Their feelings towards Libra. How does Libra feel towards the person that's most on Libra's mind? 2 cards, please. So far, not too bad. How does the person that's most on Libra's mind see Libra at this time? One more shuffle. How does Libra see their person that's most on their mind? What is it with 9 of Wands in reverse coming out? Or just constantly keeps coming out. What is the person that's most on Libra's mind? Their intention towards Libra. Can I get 2 cards for their intentions towards Libra? Okay. Somebody may be dealing with a Scorpio. Scorpio, like a water air sign. Just saying. What is the likely outcome between Libra and the person that's most on Libra's mind? Three of Swords in reverse, Libra energy, in the Libra reading. 2 of Swords in reverse, Libra energy, in a Libra reading. Interesting. Okay. Can I clarify the 4 of Cups upright for how that person that's most on Libra's mind feels towards Libra? Why is that there? If I can get the cards to show. Clarify 3 of Swords reversed for the outcome. Why is that there? Oh, lordy lord. What went wrong here? Okay, now I need some more clarifications. Clarify 8 of Cups upright. Why does Libra's person, that's most in Libra's mind, see them as the 8 of Cups? Clarify 9 of Wands in reverse for how Libra sees their person. Why do they see them as 9 of Wands in reverse? What the fuck? This is a really bizarre reading. Clarify Ace of Wands upright for how Libra feels towards the person that's most on Libra's mind. What the hell, Libra? Clarify 2 of Swords reversed. The person that's most on Libra's mind, their intentions towards Libra. Why is that there? Libra, I'm not gonna lie with you, this reading is fucking confusing. Your person essentially, I'm gonna translate the best that I can here, because a lot of cards on the board, a lot of different meanings. This person essentially is, for whatever reason, feeling a little bummed out. Probably a little bored or disconnected from this situation between you. Whatever the case is, they seem to be kind of a little bit in their head. Not really certain about things, but at the same time not really satisfied with the situation. Now, clarifying to the 4 of Cups upright is the 4 of Swords. So this person probably is taking a bit of isolation time to themselves, trying to mend or heal whatever happened between you two. Maybe it could be, for some of you, it could be something else they've been dabbling in. It doesn't necessarily have to be you, but given that their feelings towards you, one has to say that it has to have involved you. Now, next to it is the Ace of Swords. This person seems to be getting some type of clarity in this situation. Might even be having new thoughts on how the situation is appearing to them. Things that maybe they didn't think about before. They're seeing things that they didn't see before. Given that they've had a lot of reflection with the Four of Cups upright and then the Four of Swords, I'm assuming that they must have seen something that they don't really find appealing in this situation, potentially. You, on the other hand, is Wheel of Fortune upright in your feelings and Ace of Wands upright. Clarifying to the Ace of Wands upright is the Five of Pentacles. So you're almost wanting to bring this person out of, back into your life. You want to put time and energy into it, and you want things to go in your favor, and it sounds like you've been manifesting it to go in your favor. You want things to go in this direction, but it's strange because, like I said, your person just seems to be kind of stuck on, bummed out. Well, that's to say, why would they be in that energy unless there's been something that's been very incredibly disappointing that's been going on? Or maybe it's just become stale. This whole situation between you has been stale. How do they see you? Eight of Cups upright. Disconnected. As I always say, walking away from an emotionally unfulfilling situation. It could just be disappointed. Things didn't go right. But at the same time, seeking better fulfillment. And perhaps this person knows, to some extent, the situation has become stale, and they kind of feel that you are trying to invigorate the situation with the Ace of Wands upright there, that you're trying to, in some cases, and the Wheel of Fortune, you're trying to say, hey, even though the situation's been lifeless and on life support for that matter, that's okay. We can fix it. Now, one of two things is going on here, or how they see you, because the Queen of Cups is clarifying to this Eight of Cups. So one would have to say, given how your energy is and your feelings towards this person, that is it possible that you kind of feel disconnected from the situation, but you're trying to revive it, and you want more love injected into the situation, meaning that you guys would have a closer bond with each other. That's a possibility. Or, for some of you, this person, they may, your partner, or a person that you're kind of quite fond of, essentially, is probably wondering if you're going off to go and find somebody else. It's possible they think you might have somebody else in the background that you're essentially associating with, and you're wanting to walk, just leave the situation to go be with this person, because perhaps you find them more compatible as far as the love dynamics go. Now, interestingly enough, you just kind of see that this person, and how you see them, Libra, is that you kind of feel like, hey, this person's really given up on love. They don't seem too interested in it. So you guys both have this connection with each other, saying, yeah, they gave up. But then on their side, yeah, they gave up. You guys are mirroring each other. But on your side of things, it does seem that you want things to work out. And I know that because of the Five of Pentacles clarifying to the Ace of Wands. So you want the situation to really come back together. But there's this enormous disconnect where both of you kind of see, well, they're gone. Bye. It's nice knowing you. Why is this not being communicated? If this is how if this isn't your feelings, Libra, why is this not being communicated? Because this person doesn't seem to, based on the energy, it doesn't seem like. Another possibility here is that you have communicated, maybe that you want to try and work on things, and you guys, you want to tighten this relationship connection and kind of reinvigorate it, but at the same time, this person might just, despite, this is also a possibility, that they may feel that, yeah, you are trying to revive it, but at the same time, or no, it's not possible though, because that's how they see you. So maybe it's like I said, well, maybe it's possible that you try to revive the situation also, and now it's like they see you as just kind of giving up on it because it didn't work out. As I said, you kind of see them as they're just giving up on love. They don't really seem to be interested. So this person, whoever you're dealing with, Libra, just seems to be kind of a pessimist. And their intentions, it's like the Death card upright. So they've already seen this is like basically a situation that died and went to, pretty much went to hell in a handbasket. And as far as they're concerned, I'm growing from this. It's a new day is dawning. I'm going to be bigger and better from this. They're coming out of decision with the Two of Swords in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, clarifying to that. So they've really dealt on, like, as far as their simmer time, have already had time to reflect on this and, you know, decided that the situation was, didn't go anywhere. Perhaps they wanted it to go somewhere, but it just didn't. And what's interesting is in your feelings, we have Wheel of Fortune upright. In their intentions towards you, we have Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And it's clarifying to decision card. Almost like you've been wanting this, and they just kind of see it as, well, guess what? It's not going to go in your favor. Because it's just, they don't see the situation as, they just see it as kind of like maybe a life lesson. Something to move on past. But the outcome is showing one has to almost think a third-party situation. Possibly. The reason I'm saying it is we have 3 of Swords. I would have more thought that if it was upright. It's reversed here. But clarifying to it is the King of Wands in reverse. It's the third-party master. The one that's always involved in that shit. It's clarifying to 3 of Swords in reverse. And my intuition is just telling me it's a third-party situation. This person, this is what this person is potentially, I mean, Libra, it's possible that you're putting in work into this peach. And this person, I think, it's possible also that they're just a chronic, this person that's never satisfied. And they probably are, it's potential that they're dabbling in other situations. The other concern that I have here is that with the 3 of Swords being reversed there, even though that can sometimes kind of say it's like an acute recovery of some type of pain that you've just endured, you can also talk about a prolonging of that and indicating that it's like heartbreak that's just gone on too long. And it's clarifying to the King of Wands in reverse, a player essentially. This person's probably dabbling with other people. So, fuck me, yeah. It almost seems, and to some extent, that with this mirroring energy that's gone on here, probably also suggests there's just been games going on. You don't get to these mirroring energies by chance. It's because there's so much confusion injected in this relationship that it can't tell up from down. That's why it's there. Let's be honest. Neither one of you, given that neither one of you seem to know what the fuck's going on, it seems to be indicative that this person's just probably, maybe they're just deciding that whatever the truth is, whatever I think it is. I mean, what are they getting clarity on here? That they just decide this is a train wreck. Maybe I'm going to move on from this. So your person kind of is just, I think in their own world, they're just kind of making up whatever truth they want to about this relationship, whether it fits their perfect picture, because the reason I'm saying that is because of the 4 of Cups being present here. This person just doesn't seem very satisfied with the situation. That's so annoying. But yeah. Let's get one card of advice between Libra and the person that's most in Libra's mind. One card of advice for Libra dealing with this kind of situation with a potential player. Or some non-committal idiot. Death card. What the hell? We got death card for the device twice now. Who was that other side of that death card? Do you remember? It was Leo, I think. Leo, I think potentially Leo got death card. But so what this is suggesting here, Libra, is that you basically, with your person, this situation's really not going anywhere. It's just basically a situation where you both are mirroring that either one's basically in some ways giving up or walking away. This person seems to be on the flip side with 3 of Swords in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse for the outcome. Probably suggests that this person just doesn't give too much of a shit. And they're basically are just going to repeat the same kind of issues and let you down. Because they already see the situation as a failure, so why make it work? Death card being upright here suggests that just let the situation go. I mean, we have death card here for their intentions towards you, and we have death card for the advice. Isn't that interesting? So this person intends to probably just, I think I mean, for a very tiny percentage of you, maybe you guys will mend this and things will change between you two and you guys will grow from the experience and things will change and you'll be a better person because of it. But, I mean, that's like the 0.01. I mean, for the rest of you, this situation is just going to be, once again, a life lesson. That, you know, sometimes these situations just don't go the way they're supposed to go. And it doesn't seem like it with this situation. So, let it, Vice is kind of suggesting to just kind of grow from the situation. Let it go. Let this person go. And especially if this has been, if you've been known that this has been a third-party situation, then don't expect it to change. It's going to basically be the same thing. But I think whatever issues or hurt, pain that you're going to go through here, Libra, if it is your situation, then it is something that's going to be a growth period for you. You are going to basically learn, probably gain more awareness in your experience about this person, yourself, and this relationship as a whole, if there has been one, whether or not it's going to ever work out. Because this really just seems like a situation that was you were probably dabbling with for quite some time. It's just not been working. And like I said, the only reason I'm saying that is because of the mirroring energy that I'm seeing here. So that's what I got for you, Libra. Sorry, hoping for it to be a little bit more positive than this, but yeah. Virgo? Mm-hmm. Oh, Virgo got the death for the advice as well. Kind of interesting. But, like I said, it's not coincidence, because you literally had death card here for their intentions, and you have death card for the advice. So, there needs to be some acceptance that things need to... Yeah, you gotta move on. Move on. Alright, that's all I got for you. Done. We're going to Gemini next. Oh God. I always get nervous when I pick up Gemini's card. Oh, we got the moon card already showing up. You got any of that holy spray?
Not for Gemini.
King of Wands in reverse showing its face. Fuck me. Oh, Lord. This card's starting to jump now. We got some bass on our hands. Oh, well, speaking of flying fish, there's a story that goes behind the flying fish. I told in my last one, but a lot of you probably didn't hear about it. And if you're still here tuning in, then the story of the flying horny fish was that Pisces, essentially, which is next, Pisces is the fish sign. So I saw them with a read the one night that was basically showing so much Wands energy that I proclaimed that there was probably a horny fish, and that they weren't swimming up the river, they were flying up the river. And then, just then, as I said that, I saw how their person saw them, was the Two of Cups upright. And there was a flying fish. Believe it. So I nicknamed them the horny flying fish. Mm-hmm. True story. True story. The Hierophant showed up here at the sun. More shovels here.
Correct, I'm saying.
Okay, Gemini, you're next. Sorry, Gemini. And that's going to be at 228, 27. Alright. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Can I get 2 cards for the person that's most on Gemini's mind?
Oh, wow.
For the person that's most in Gemini's mind, their feelings towards Gemini. Ace of Swords shows up again. I think that's like the 20th time this night. Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
We'll just put that to the side. And 2 cards fall out. I get 1 card. 1 more card on how the person is most in Gemini's mind feels towards Gemini. Straight air energy across the board. Nice. Okay. How does Gemini feel towards this person that's most in Gemini's mind? Okay. So far, it's going okay. How does the person that's most in Gemini's mind, how do they see Gemini at this time? Wow. What is going on here? This is a change. How does Gemini see the person that's most on Gemini's mind? Can I get 1 card? Okay. What is the intentions of the person that's most on Gemini's mind? Towards Gemini, 2 cards. Okay. What is the likely outcome between Gemini and the person that's most in Gemini's mind? Didn't we not have this as the outcome? Fucking Magician in reverse. This was for, I think, Virgo or Sun. I don't know. One of the signs got this as a. Alright, so Gemini, yeah. Gemini, this seems like a situation where you've been with this partner, basically, they fucked up or something like that, really bad. Probably in a third-party situation. They cheated on you or betrayed you in some case, which I'm not surprised because of the past reads. Okay, this person was a fucking roach. Problem. Massive problem. Big problem. Bus-sized roach. Airplane-sized roach. Okay? This person, in the past readings, has shown that this person is toxic and seems to always try and pull the, I need to work on things with you and get things back together again, but then I come backstab you again. Every time. So I already know this game. I already know it. Just telling you. We've seen it like 8 times. So this person essentially wants to communicate to you that they've had more transparency and clarity into, they really want to be more transparent with you. Which we all know from the past readings, this person most certainly failed to do that on every level. So one has to say almost that have you, if this is the same person, okay, which given that this person probably knows that when I see the Devil card, I know it's them, that they might be showing it now as the Magician reverse, trying to bluff me. Okay. But this person essentially is, to some extent, seeing you as the Page of Pentacles upright. So they see you as trying to want to reconcile this kind of situation with them. With the Knight of Pentacles upright in your feelings, alongside the Ten of Swords in reverse. And let's be honest, folks, the Ten of Swords was there upright at one point. It's reversed now. So this person, after you pulled the last 10 swords out of your back, you kind of declared that you're out of the ICU and no longer in the, most intensive part of the hospital, that you are now back on your feet and pursuing another round with them. They are indicating you with extremely immature energy, but in vigorous energy that, oh, well, that's good to hear that you would like to work on things with me. Great. How do I know that? Because this person's seen you offering this opportunity to them. On 2 different cards. So this person is aware, Gemini, that you're wanting to bring them back on in. How do you see them? The Moon in reverse. Secrets exposed. Things have come to light. Can't imagine with those 10 swords that you might have had some time sitting on the ground with those fucking swords in your back, probably reflecting on things. Who wouldn't? I mean, you can't move. I mean, just 10 swords in your back. But hey, you had time to reflect that maybe this person is not such a good idea, but what's one more? What more spin at the wheel? And this person's intentions, I see 8 of Swords reversed, 3 of Swords reversed. So this person, this 10 of Swords is correlating to this 3 of Swords in reverse. Both cards of essential pain, but both coming out of it. So this person's almost like hyper aware that you are coming out of this. They were aware that, oh my god, I really thought I lodged those 10 swords in there quite good, but somehow Gemini pulled them out. At least they're not in their head about it anymore. So it's almost like they're approaching you from the standpoint with unclear intentions, essentially. I don't know what their intentions are, but other than intuitively I know that they're kind of not worried about you being in pain or misery over whatever happened before. So one has to ask, what exactly, if they know that? In other words, you've communicated, yeah, I'm over this. Then what the fuck is their intentions? Because it doesn't say. For the person Gemini is dealing with, what is their true intentions towards Gemini? Can we actually get 2 cards that tell us that and not something we already know? Okay. Oh Lord, come on. Gemini. No. I can sniff this roach is back. I don't know what cloaking mechanism they're using to get around me here, but I can sniff this roach a mile away. You see this person as the moon card reversed. Things are coming to light. Clarity. Maybe there was things discovered that might have been kept hidden from you. But in their true intentions is the Hierophant, which doesn't seem too bad. I mean, the Hierophant can talk about sometimes that, this person is probably approaching you as somebody that would like commitment. Right? Somebody that would like to tell you that everything's going to be okay. I'd like to be more stable and civil. Don't doubt me. I'm in my feelings. I've had clarity about this situation. But then we have a literal wolf on the moon card showing up. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Fuck me, dude. Moon reverse here, in their true intentions, the moon cards. This person is just going to take you on another fucking roller coaster ride. I know it's, I look like a sheep with all this wool over me. I fit right on in. But really and truly, this person's a fucking wolf. This person's just, Gemini, my gut is screaming that this is the same fucking person as last time. Not a damn thing's changed. And I'm feeling more guilty now because I didn't do that challenge reading. I need to do that for Gemini because this person, I swear to God, it's the same person. I clarify the Magician in reverse for the outcome. Why is that the outcome between Gemini and the person that Gemini is dealing with? You get 1 card for the Magician in reverse. Why is that outcome between Gemini and their person? Wheel of Fortune. So it's almost like, what the fuck is it? It's almost like a fated event. Clarify Wheel of Fortune upright. Why is the Wheel of Fortune there? What is fated? What is fated between Gemini and the... 4 of Wands in reverse. Clarify 4 of Wands in reverse. Tell me more. Always gotta do something. How does the Magician in reverse relate to Gemini? How does the Magician in reverse relate to Gemini? One card. How does the Magician in reverse relate to the person Gemini is dealing with? One card. Knight of Cups. God. So interestingly enough, we have for you how this relates to you, the Knight of Swords upright. How it relates to your person, Knight of Cups reversed. So this is like almost confusing outcome. It's almost suggesting like in some ways there's self-doubt here about this situation being able to take off. That doesn't matter, it doesn't matter which way from your side of things, Gemini. It's almost like you want to communicate. There hasn't been enough love in this situation, stability for starters, and it doesn't matter how many times we try and make things go in the right direction, it just doesn't. On their side of things, it's just the Knight of Cups in reverse. This person just doesn't really give a shit. Which one has to almost communicate, say to himself, if that's how the Magician relates in reverse to them, the Knight of Cups, then this person is just basically selling you bullshit. Based on the other energy they have here. And then the Moon card, being up right there, it's not a good energy to have there. I mean, the Moon card can, in some context, talk about just sometimes you do need to go down a road that's risky. There's just things that you're not going to know. So it's not always bad, but this other energy just seems awfully suspicious. And then how it relates to them is Knight of Cups reversed. I don't like it, Gemini. Yeah. I mean, the Magician in reverse can also talk about somebody that's trying to one-up you. Pull the cloak over your eyes a little bit, and kind of a con artist. It's a little concerning when they're showing up as the fucking Knight of Cups reversed. And the Moon card. Now, if somebody was really committal here in this situation, then why the fuck are they showing up as the Knight of Cups reversed? No. I'm gonna stick with my gut in this, Libra. I don't know who this person is, but Gemini, yeah. I don't trust this person at all. And then with the Four of Wands in reverse, can also talk about family instability. It can talk about just kind of like almost. It can talk about family problems, like maybe your family doesn't like this person. That's a possibility. Maybe they just don't really feel like this situation has anything to celebrate, really. Or maybe they're just shut off. Kind of not really kind of wanting to connect with you. They don't really see this going in the right direction. Nothing to really celebrate. So, whoever you're dealing with, at best, is basically a little bit negative in the situation. But at the same time, they are aware that you are trying to, in some ways, fix this situation. But don't seem to really care a whole lot. But if the Hierophant was showing there with any other, there's a whole lot of other cards that would have been great to have with that Hierophant there. But with the Moon card, it's just like, and you see them, the Moon in reverse. So it's like almost like we've already gone through this and now we're going through it again. I don't like it. So that's what I got for you, Libra. Let me get one card of advice. Or Gemini. I don't know what it is. Did I do Libra before this?
Yes.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, Libra's still talking about it. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Libra. Because there's enough air energy here to sink a ship. So some of you could be dealing with, who knows, a Libra. Or maybe, well, Magician is Gemini energy in the Gemini reading. And we have Gemini energy with the Eight of Swords in reverse. And Libra, there it is. Three of Swords reverse. So some of you could be dealing with a Libra. And Gemini energy with the Ten of Swords in reverse.
Gemini.
So you pretty much have all your cards here. Some of you could also be dealing with a Virgo. For a small percentage of you. One card of advice for the person that Gemini is dealing with on their mind. First, as most of Gemini's mind dealing with this particular situation, get one card of advice, please.
Ooh.
King of Cups. How does this relate to Libra? God, I might as well just say this is Libra's reading now. How does this relate to Gemini? I'm so sorry, Gemini. I don't know why I got Libra stuck in my mind. Some of you are probably dealing with a Libra. Knight of Wands. What is that trying to say? Okay, I kind of got an idea. How does this relate to Libra's person? It's most on Libra. How does this relate to Gemini? Person. It's most in Gemini's mind. Justice reversed. Oh god. Okay, so very interesting. So we have King of Cups here, right? So this is going to be this is somebody that's at their prime for essentially emotional fulfillment. This person's loving, caring. They know how to basically, you know, they have emotional maturity. They know how to basically, as far as the complexity of emotions, creativity, they're at their prime with the King of Cups energy upright. Now, what's interesting is that your person with the Knight of Cups in reverse was clarifying to the outcome. And how we see it now, how it relates to them is justice reverse. So it seems almost like it's like an unrequited love kind of thing. This person's just going to basically sell you on bullshit, especially with the moon card being there.
Unbalanced.
Knight of Wands is suggesting in reverse here not to kind of maybe slow down a little bit. I mean, but at the same time, Knight of Wands in reverse is somebody that can bolt around a bit too much. I don't know if you're a little like desperate to find this, the King of Cups energy, like you really want it, but at the same time, you just don't really know how to make it happen. Stuck with these non-committal idiots. For some of you, may be kind of dabbling in that a little bit too much. These people that just aren't going to give you what you want. It's like kind of trying to find love in the wrong places, kind of thing. So, and you know, I have to assume that this somehow it's relating to this energy I'm seeing over here, and that you're actually trying to find this. And I would think that because of the Knight of Pentacles upright here. Your feelings, and it seems on your side of things, Gemini, that you're just getting over things and you're trying to move past it, but at the same time work to something better. And this person over here on the other side just seems to be kind of probing you, knowing what's going on, but at the same time wanting to take you back down the same damn road you've already come out of. So yeah, I think if you're looking for love here, Gemini, I don't think you're going to find it. That's not what I'm getting. There's a lot of also things that can go with that Magician in reverse there, which makes this really precarious. So, be careful here, Gemini. Kind of a tricky reading. Gemini is done. Pisces next. I'm going to go one more sign after that. Going to Pisces next. Pisces, we all scream for Pisces. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Can I get 2 cards for how the person is most on Pisces' mind feels towards Pisces, please? Tell me about how the person that's most on Pisces' mind. How does Pisces feel towards that person? Can I get the right, please? That's confusing. How does the person that's most on Pisces' mind? How do they see Pisces at this time? How How does Pisces see their person? What is the intentions? There's that Magician in reverse right here.
Oh my god.
Boy, that card has come out about like 5-6 times.
Yep.
Tell me about the intentions of the person that's most on Pisces' mind, please. Towards Pisces. What is the likely outcome between Pisces and the person that's most on Pisces' mind? Can we get one card for the outcome, please? Well, that's a twist right there. Can I clarify 10 of Pentacles upright, please? Clarify 2 of Swords reverse. So how the person that's most on Pisces' mind sees Pisces. Clarify the Magician in reverse for how Pisces sees their person. How does the outcome relate to Pisces specifically? How does the outcome relate to Pisces specifically? Okay. How does the outcome relate to the person that most on Pisces' mind? How does that card? How does that outcome relate? Oh. Okay. So Pisces, essentially, your person in their feelings is the Fool card in reverse, followed by 4 of Swords. This person is probably not really talking to you much right now. They don't really want to take a chance in this situation with you. They're getting over some type of issue or some type of pain. So if you guys were temporarily dating and maybe broke up, it could be one of those situations, or it could just be somebody else they were dealing with. You, on the other hand, you do want to basically offer this person love. You don't really see the situation as been much of a success. Things haven't really been going very well between you two. But it's not stopping you from wanting to try and probably approach this person and reinvigorate it. How they see you is 2 of Swords in reverse, followed by the Lovers in reverse. So this person is coming out with some type of decision that things didn't work out between you, and this situation wasn't really fulfilling as far as a partnership or a connection between you two. This person also could be playing some type of games with you a little bit, maybe a little bit snippy. Probably, at times, if you probably strike the right chord. How you see them is the Magician in reverse, clarified by 6 of Swords in reverse. You might see that this person telling you that they've moved on from the situation, but really they haven't. They might be playing, once again, some type of mind games with you. We have the Magician in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. And Lovers does talk about sometimes relationship warfare. So this person could be playing some type of games with you. Which is, a little bit worrying. Their intentions towards you is 3 of Swords in reverse. And 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So this person is essentially not really learning anything. They're not changing. So if you are concerned about this person, if this situation is going on for you and you're potentially wanting to get back together with this person, expect no change. This person's really not changing a damn thing. They're playing it safe. So we basically have somebody here that could be potentially manipulative. Somebody that is basically replanting the same shit that happened last time. Hasn't really grown or learned anything. Doesn't want to take chances and can potentially be reckless with the Fool in reverse there. Lovely. And the outcome is the 10 of Pentacles. Upright. Clarified by the Fool. So we have Fool in reverse for their intentions towards you, or their feelings, and then we have Fool clarifying to 10 of Pentacles upright, which is hella confusing because that almost suggests that it's a brand new journey to basically the 10 of Pentacles. There's going to be success, a lot of success apparently. Now, one was to say that's kind of like a curveball right there. It's really confusing. How it relates to you is the Hierophant. That's great. So it does seem this, the Hierophant with the 10 of Pentacles right here would actually make a lot of sense. You want something that's stable, more traditional, more committed, more grounded. Learn from the past mistakes, issues that happened between you two. How does this relate, though, to your person? The Tower. The person is probably getting a thunderbolt right up their ass that, they need to change their behavior. How, and I'm not going to, Pisces, I'm not going to clarify it. I'm not going to clarify down to that Tower because, it's just, why? This person's going to have some type of revelation at some point, which is likely going to shock them into taking a chance. As I said, with the Fool in reverse here is talking about, I'm not going to take a chance on this. I don't want to. I'd rather play it safe. On the flip side, it can talk about just being wild and reckless with their decisions. But it does seem that at some point they are going to have a Tower moment. Probably quite soon here. That is going to probably shock them into wanting to take a chance with you. Try something new. So, if you're wanting to deal with this person and your idea is to try and get commitment out of this person, then perhaps you might get it. The 10 of Pentacles here. I don't know. By all means, if this happens, this is going to be I'm sorry, some of you are going to drop off from this message because this seems awfully specific here to some type of person that Pisces is dealing with. It's going to have some type of serious Tower moment. But if you, if you have anyone that's basically in this position where they probably are a little wishy-washy, non-committal, or had issues, play it safe, kind of have some doubt issues, can be kind of passive-aggressive sometimes, and sometimes, and they're going to kind of tell you that, boy, I just had this wake-up call of some sort, and now they want to play ball with you, then by all means, leave that in the comment section. I'd love to know what that's about. So it does seem thereafter things might temporarily go in the right direction. But as I always say, these things are never concrete. This could just be for a week for all I know. Maybe there's massive success in this situation for about a week or two, or a month, or 2 months. And then it just goes down the toilet after that. You just don't know. But it does seem that there is going to be some type of success. There's possibly even some type of financial, for some of you, some inheritance that you might get. Maybe there's, like a family member passes away, which I hope there's not, or, like some extended family or something like that, and you receive a large inheritance. And that just invigorates the whole situation. Money, just like the economy, it does the same thing with relationships. It can really stimulate things to go in the right direction very quick. So for some of you, that might be the revelation. I don't know. But that's what I got for you, Pisces. Let's get one card of advice here. And one card of advice for Pisces, and the person that Pisces is dealing with, that's most on Pisces' mind. Please, one card of advice. Emperor, okay, so Pisces, with the Emperor energy there, that you do need to exercise some type of, similar to maintaining this 10 of Pentacles here. If you want this relationship, if this does happen in some ways, that somehow you stabilize the situation and things come together between you, where it's a bit more of a grounded connection, and things are going well, then it is suggesting here with the Emperor energy that there needs to be more law and order in the land. You essentially need to be able, if you haven't been kind of stating the ground rules towards this person, then you need to. And one has to say, with the Fool being reversed in their feelings, if this person has been wild and reckless and kind of been stepping on your space, essentially, then you need to basically exercise your space. Say, this is how it is, and it also needs to be stable commitments that can maintain this 10 of Pentacles. Okay? And it's also showing how this relates to the Hierophant. So I already know from your side of things, you seem to be desiring it quite heavily, this more stable commitment. Something more grounded. Okay? But it is suggesting for some of you, maybe you haven't been really exercising that enough. Where there needs to be more control, more law and order in the land. You kind of need to essentially lay the law down to this person. So that's all I got for you, Pisces. Hope you got something out of it. But yeah, I would be very curious if this Tower moment does happen for your person in some ways. Whether they may not even tell you, I don't know. Because Tower moments can show up in a lot of different ways, but it can be a push in the right direction, which is probably where that 10 of Pentacles shows up and why that happens. How that happens, who the hell knows? That's why I'm interested to know. Pisces is done. We've got one sign left. One sign. Capricorn is the last one. Capricorn, you are unfortunately last. Yeah. You did not get the worm today. Capricorn. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Capricorn? Tell me about the person that's most in Capricorn's mind, their feelings towards Capricorn, please. Can I get 2 cards for how the person that's most on Capricorn's mind feels towards Capricorn, please? How does the person that's most in Capricorn's mind, how does Capricorn feel towards that person? How does the person that's most on Capricorn's mind, how do they see Capricorn at this time? How does Capricorn see the person that's most on Capricorn's mind? How does Capricorn see the person that's most on Capricorn's mind? What is the intentions of the person that's most on Capricorn's mind towards Capricorn? Can we get 2 cards, please? What is the intentions? The person that's most on Capricorn's mind towards Capricorn. Some of you dealing with a Leo, Taurus, probably. Likely outcome between Capricorn and the person that's most on Capricorn's mind, please. Cancer energy. The Queen of Cups reversed. Alright, so Capricorn, you have the 5 of Wands in reverse with the 10 of Cups in reverse. This person essentially does no longer want to, they don't want to fight with you anymore. Okay, at the same time, they don't really see the situation going nowhere. Essentially it's a flop. They don't feel connected with you whatsoever. How you feel towards them is Ace of Cups reversed with Queen of Pentacles upright. So in some ways, you kind of see that this was a failed situation. There's no love here, and the cup has been spilt. Okay, so as far as the love side of things, this connection is not going anywhere. However, in your feelings, you have Queen of Pentacles. So either you are trying to rebuild yourself, or you are trying to offer this person something more stable. Okay, Queen of Pentacles is going to also be trying to show that you're more stable in your situation and more grounded. That's a potential possibility. Let's clarify Queen of Pentacles upright for how Capricorn feels towards their person. Why is that there? 8 of Swords in reverse. So you're coming out of your head about this. Perhaps you're just deciding that you need to focus on yourself. Clarify the 10 of Swords in reverse for how Capricorn's person sees Capricorn. 6 of Swords in reverse. So they see you essentially, Capricorn, as being, you're still kind of to some extent, they feel that whatever massive betrayal, disappointment, or painful cycle that you've been having is coming to an end, number one, for you, but at the same time, you seem to be unwilling to move past them with the 6 of Swords in reverse there. It's turbulent times for you, but at the same time, you don't seem to want to move past this person. Or you kind of see it as that, essentially. They still, to some extent, you feel that, you're still stuck in them a little bit. You, on the other hand, you see them as 6 of Wands in reverse. Not a very good opinion of this person. You kind of feel that this person wants to win all the time. They might be a bit of a sore loser. This can also be someone that's very bossy and demanding. Somebody that just wants to bark out orders. Tell people, most times, is only concerned about themselves. It's not a good energy because it's 6 of Wands does also talk about kind of being a leadership kind of role sometimes. But it's somebody when it's reversed, it's somebody that's just kind of being a bit of an asshole. So you don't really have a good opinion of this person at all. It's probably why the Ace of Cups is reversed here in your feelings. And coincidentally, we have the Five of Wands in reverse there, with them wanting to come out of conflict and competition with you, indicating that this is true. Your person's intentions is Eight of Cups upright with Seven of Pentacles. So this person is kind of indicating to you that they're trying to just refigure and evaluate things in their life, but at the same time they're just walking away from the situation because there's no love in this situation whatsoever. I have the Ace of Cups reversed here, and I have the Ten of Cups reversed on their side. And then it's indicating they're walking away from an emotionally unfulfilling situation, which is obvious because of the fact there's no love here. In the outcome, we have Queen of Cups reversed. There's about zero love here. 0.00000%. No, there's no one there. There's just zeros. So this situation is, unfortunately, it's closed off, shut off, it's not going anywhere. But your person essentially is, in some ways, what I'm most curious about is the Seven of Pentacles upright. Why is the Seven of Pentacles upright for how the person that's most on Capricorn's mind, why is that in their intentions? The Seven of Pentacles upright. The Moon card, oh God. Now, I think in some ways look at this, Capricorn. You've got the Moon card here. You got the Moon right there in the Eight of Cups upright. And then they have Seven of Pentacles with the Moon. This person, I don't think really knows where the situation's going. They are trying to walk away from it. It seems like they are deciding that they need to move on to something better. And I think this person is basically deciding they need to take a chance on something else, even though they might not know where that road goes. That they need to move on past this. And they probably might communicate that towards you with their intentions. It's just like, hey, I'm sorry to say it, but I'm moving on. This shit hasn't gone anywhere. There's no love in the situation. We're not growing as a couple. If we have been in a relationship, it wasn't going anywhere. And we're pretty much just, yeah. Guys don't have good opinions of each other either, it seems like. So, unfortunately, Capricorn, I don't really see this relationship going very far. Can you get one card of advice, please, for the person that Capricorn's dealing with and Capricorn? Can you get one card of advice, please? Dealing with this kind of situation. Eight of Wands in reverse. Capricorn, you need not say anymore. It's just basically suggesting to you, the situation's not going anywhere. Just see it for what it is. If Eight of Wands was upright, then it might be a little different. This is showing reverse. It's just... I honestly just think this is just kind of telling you the same thing. It's just what I just pretty much told you. The situation's not going anywhere. You guys just seem to be disconnected from each other. Your person doesn't seem to really be putting any effort whatsoever into trying to make this work between you two. As far as they're concerned, their ass has got their back towards you. They're leaving Dodge. Your outcome. Queen of Cups reversed. So, Eight of Wands in reverse, suggesting there's going to be no progress in the situation. There's going to be nothing to celebrate. It's not going to move forward. It's not going to take off. There's nothing. There's probably going to be very limited. Some of you are most likely not even talking with this person. It could be limited communication. But for the most part, yeah. Sorry, Capricorn, but nothing, unfortunately, positive on my side to tell you. But yeah. Wish I could tell you something more positive, Cappy. Sorry. Alright. That is the last sign. We're done. Hurrah. Thank you if you have made it to the end here. A lot of you probably haven't, but if you'd like, share, and subscribe to this video, that would really be helpful. Sorry it's been a little late. It's a little choppy. I've been very busy this week, so any donations would be very helpful if any of you would be kind enough to donate. Hope you enjoyed the new background. I'm trying to do something different for the channel every month. I will get more of these, I'm working on obviously increasing the frequency of these videos, so getting there, it's just taking time. But hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.